Yo, 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 what up, y'all? It's your boy Rob. I got We Lit and I got my man Grinding Motivate, and we are back with another Reacts podcast. What's good with it, fellas?
Not too much. What's good with y'all?
Man, I'm just happy that next month I'm gonna be making more money on YouTube than Fresh and Fit. That's about it.
Ooh.
Sheesh.
that's about it.
Talking about all that hard work and all that. We've been persistent.
Man, we've been persistent, bro.
Coming out on top now.
Yeah.
About damn time.
It's about time. You know what I'm saying? Grip set.
To the death.
That's
the
hilarious.
grifters finally
man.
get one.
That's hilarious. So real quick, man, before we get started, let us know how everything is sounding. If everything sounds good, give us a thumbs up. If it doesn't, give us a thumbs down. I'm going to give shout outs to everybody that's in the room. Shout out to Terrence Jackson. We got Jada Informant in the building. We got Jay Bird in the house. We got Hurricane IQ up in here. We got my man AJ. We got Black Free Thinker. And we got my man Ali 81 Scunnit. What up with y'all? What's good with y'all, man? Hope everybody's doing good. And we got Torian Rain in the building. Shout out to Torian Rain. What's good with it? So yeah, man. So before we had actually hit the live button, we were having a discussion about what the actual reason is that Fresh and Fit got demonetized. And you know what? I was actually watching LTTV, and he actually had brought up a good point.
Mhm.
And he said that there's a possibility that they could be faking and that they just turned off the demonetization, or they just turned off the monetization to try to get people to go over to Rumble, because they haven't shown any evidence. Like, they haven't shown any email. They haven't shown none of that. It hasn't been none of that shown yet. Did they post anything
Right.
on the community post? Did anybody see that?
I haven't been looking at
I haven't seen
anything they
that.
got going on besides those other channels.
Yeah. So according to them, they said that all their channels got demonetized. Fedit got demonetized. Fresh and Fit Clips got demonetized, and Fresh Prince CEO's vlog channel got demonetized.
I
That's
don't know
real.
about
Yeah,
that. That
that's-
seems a little fishy.
They could be lying.
They could be. You know, Hassan Campbell does that all the time.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He act like his channel got deleted, not say nothing about it, and then boom, he back on YouTube.
Yeah.
TV turned back on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He had a sit down meeting.
Ugh.
You know how Hassan be.
Yeah, I guess I feel like before YouTube eventually get to this point, they might as well get as many people to Rumble as they can, because I think Black B Silver said they only had like 2K followers on Rumble. So they could be trying to build that up. That way they don't have to be filtered anymore on YouTube if it just they get took down.
Okay. They get pretty good viewership over there on Rumble.
Okay. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah, on Rumble they get pretty good viewership. I think it was LTTV I was watching.
Mhm.
He did a breakdown of their locals subscriber page, and they got a good amount of people on locals on subscribers. They got like about, I want to say they got about $300,000 a month worth of subscribers on locals, so they're gonna be all right.
Oh, yeah,
What is
definitely.
locals?
It's the membership thing that's independent of Rumble, but it's attached to Rumble, where you can post membership content. It's like a Patreon type thing.
Oh, that's straight. I don't feel any sorrow for these guys at all.
Nah, I don't feel sorry for them. The only thing I feel sorry for them about is if they actually got demonetized, like if it's actually real. It kind of sucks to not know exactly what it is that they got demonetized for. We could guess because they've done so much. There's plenty of things that we could assume that they got demonetized for, but I would actually be curious as to what the actual offense is that finally took them out of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. YouTube needs to do a better job with that. They need to start pinpointing why you got demonetized. They need to tell you the video, the exact, what minute minute and seconds. They need to say what you broke and all that. They need to do a much better job at that. They need to do a better job of what you can and can't say, so everybody can make money.
Yeah,
they can tread lightly if they feel like they want to make money. They can suck up whatever they want to do.
Yeah, I agree. What do you want to say, Wheelit? Go ahead.
I'm feeling like they definitely should have been out of here when we were talking about them with the hoods. Well, when he had the hood on, when Myron had the hood on with Sneeko and them. Talking crazy. I thought he was going to be out of there then.
Right.
Nah, man. Listen, man. It's very rare that people get in trouble for saying stuff about black people. Now, had he said something about them sombreritos, he might have been gone. But
I
as
think
far
he
as
said
black
something
people
about
go,
the Jays too, though, didn't he?
I don't
Or
know.
was that
Yeah,
Sneeko?
he did. He put like a costume on, pretending
Who?
that he Myron. He I don't know if he said anything about them, but he did put a costume on, acting like he was one of the Jays.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did that at one of the big shows on YouTube.
Oh wow, yeah, I wasn't aware of that. I
Yeah.
definitely was not aware of that.
He's been trying to punch the ticket.
Right.
Yeah, no doubt. He trying to clock out. Hey, do me a favor, y'all. Carry this real quick. Let me run and turn this alarm off, man. My stupid ass phone alarm going off. Real quick, y'all. If you guys haven't smashed that like button, make sure y'all smash the like button. Also, if you guys haven't hit the bell and subscribed, make sure that you guys hit the bell and subscribe. And please, wherever you're watching from, make sure you guys share the stream to your social media. All right. All right. I'll be right back, y'all.
All right.
Hey, Pocket Watching P has been watching the pockets of Fresh and Fit.
Uh-oh.
And it's not looking good. It's not looking good. It's not looking good with their main source of revenue down, bro. I'm telling you that right now.
Okay. What was I about to say? What about their 20 workers that they got to pay, man? How do you feel about that?
It looks like they're gonna be cashing some unemployment checks for a little bit. Something. They're gonna have to. Hey, that Lamborghini's got to go.
That Lamborghini, he got to sell the whole fleet, huh?
No, just sell one of the Lambos, man.
Okay.
We'll call it PPP.
Do you think that Fresh did right by his money, or did he just blow a bag every day?
Man, I've been seeing a few vlogs of this guy just blowing the bag.
It looks like he blows a bag,
Lamborghini. Right? He looks like he needs to blow back.
he has. It's like a natural. It's a survival thing for him because he's so ugly. He has to blow a bag.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, he's so ugly. He has to blow a bag, or he's not going to get anywhere with these girls.
This isn't a hurricane. This is a STO.
Yo, we need y'all to show some love. We got a super chat. Grind, you want to take that super chat? Make sure y'all throw some radiation emojis up. Throw some flames in the chat. We got the first stream sponsor. Shout out to From Downtown 926 with the $5 super chat.
From downtown.
Shout out to you from downtown. He says, "Nah, fam, give me my channel back. I got like 20 20 employees, man. They gonna be hurting.
Facts.
Depend on me.
I wonder what they are looking like. Like if they really do got 20 employees, I wonder what their sources of income are besides Fresh and Fit. Because even if they was getting paid by Fresh and Fit, I don't think it would be that much.
They be on them corners of Miami selling oregano.
Some lunch and some gas.
Yeah,
not the dummies.
Yeah, they selling that Reggie Noble out here.
Oh, man. That's been like the type of guy that would work for Fresh and Fit.
Penthouse pimping, man. Jesus,
man, that's too funny, man. So, do y'all think that any of Fresh and Fit's friends are gonna do anything to try to help them out? Like, is Pearly gonna help them out? Is Rolo gonna help them out? Is Sneeko, Zerka, any of them guys? They gonna help Fresh and Fit out? They gonna recover from this or nah?
Absolutely not. None of those people are going to help them. Pearl was fake in the first place. She was just trying to get on with them because she figured that they were continuously rising to the top, and now that they're not, she's going to be nowhere to be found because she figured she was in trouble.
There's always another horse in the stable. She's
right. And that's Pearl. That's Pearl moving like a modern woman. So we should expect the modern woman movements from Pearl. So now that Fresh and Fit don't have anything to offer, she's gonna be like, why are you guys calling me?
right.
Fresh CEO, you're fucking ugly. Don't call my phone. God, I was doing something and you scared the caller ID picture of you fucking scared me. Don't call anymore.
Right. That's exactly it. She's gonna do that kind of like that white girl thing where like they act like everything's cool, and then like I guess like a couple days later, next thing you know, Fresh has got the police at his door talking about, you were messing with our Pearly thing, so we're gonna have to go ahead and take you down. She said
Fresh gonna be like, hey guys, I know my rights. I don't know why you're here because I didn't do anything illegal. All I did was just make a couple phone calls, and all of a sudden the police are at my door.
I'm one of you guys.
Shout out to the stream sponsors. We got 2 more stream sponsors. First, we got From Downtown 926 with the $5 super chat. Grind, take it away.
$5 holla.
I saw the Rumble Rant video where they were reading the chats and you had grown men like, no. Oh man, that's lame, man. These Fresh and Fit guys are too lame.
Man, they got a loyal fan base though, man.
They got a loyal fan base of 14-year-olds.
Open your wallets. Open them up.
Them boys spending their last little couple dollars from their little weekly paychecks at the grocery store.
Man, I bet you in them neighborhoods where them Fresh and Fit incels live at, all the lawns and all the shrubs, they all gonna be cut perfect. Like you gonna know when you drive through a neighborhood where people watch Fresh and Fit, because all them 14-year-olds working overtime on that landscaping to make sure they got money to pay that monthly locals fee.
Yeah, that's ugly, man. You slaving away big time just to go and spend your hard-earned money on them.
Hey, they're trying to level up, guys. Let them level up under the tutelage of Fresh and Fit.
Right.
Shout out to Marquise 912 with the $5 super chat. We got another stream sponsor. When we get stream sponsors, guys, make sure you guys show them some love because they're the reason why we're able to keep streaming. So make sure y'all throw some radiation emoji or some flames in the chats for them. You want to take it away, Grind?
Yeah, shout out to Marquise, man. He said, well, Marcus. He said,
oh, Marcus, my bad.
I don't know. Like, that's what he said his pronunciation was, Marcus. So we're going to go by that. He said, Fresh and Fit, only mistake was letting people see them sweat. They should have pretended everything was going to be good because haters live. Hey, man, I guess I'm a hater, man. Them boys had it coming.
Hey, I ain't going to lie to you, Marcus. I'm a hater. You know what I'm saying? This is the only reason why I was born, for no other reason but for this day.
I'm not a hater, but don't push me.
Ain't nothing wrong with hating. Ain't nothing wrong with hating. I'm definitely hating, man. The way that FNF be talking about FBA, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm definitely hating on them.
Right.
I ain't got it. Yeah, exactly.
Now they looking for reparations.
Facts. Now they looking for handouts, begging for handouts. The same way they say that we beg for handouts and don't get any, but they getting $300,000 a month in handouts on locals.
Mark would be like, he'll be the first one to be like, comply. You should have complied. That's why you got shot. But now he's not complying to the YouTube rules, and now they got shot.
You should have complied, Myron.
Oh, he sure should have. You should have complied, and now your YouTube channel died. You know what I'm saying? There's anybody that's a conservative should have no problem with YouTube brutality against Myron and Fresh and Fit because
brutality,
man, YouTube brutality. We must take a stand. Right? Griff said it's here.
Right, because look, check this out though. The community guidelines are the same as complying with the police, right? Like the police have a set of guidelines that you're supposed to comply with, and even if even if you do comply, if you are black, half the time you end up with a bullet in your brain. I mean, they didn't comply.
Myron. Own up to it. Take it on the chin, like the rest of us.
Yeah. Admiral Fondle. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Admiral Fondle. Admiral Fondle. That boy Admiral Fondle out there.
Admiral Fondle. He got more pictures in the bed with men than he do with women. And he teaching game about what? What kind of game?
Right. And his little book ain't about to sell for nothing either.
He teaching the game of Trife by Milton Bradley.
Right.
Milton Sadly.
His audio book too. I sent you his audio book.
You sent me the audio book?
Yeah, I sent you the audio book of Why Women Deserve Less. It's on YouTube, so he ain't getting no money off of that.
Man, it's a wrap. He definitely ain't about to get no money off of it now.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, now that they demonetized and you know what I'm saying, everything is going all bad for him. They ain't getting nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's fine, man. Won't get paid.
About to make money off of them.
You said what?
The bad thing is the little nut liquor channels is about to make more money.
What happened to my guys?
Yeah, it's just like the Andrew Tate situation, man. Or the little Andrew Tate channels. It's like Andrew Tate channels out there, bro, that got like 1 million subscribers that all they do is repost Andrew Tate.
I've seen them.
The Book of Tate.
I know 2 of them for sure. I know one is called Brasso and another one is something else, BR or something. I don't know. But yeah, they literally have a big following off of Andrew Tate clips.
That's wild, man. That's what we need to start. We need to make a playlist on on our channel just with Andrew Tate clips and call it For the Algorithm. You know how people comment when they really like your content and they be like leaving this comment for the algorithm. We're gonna make a playlist called For the Algorithm, and it's just gonna be all clips of stuff that that'll push the channel in the algorithm.
We should really do that for real. Let's go on put our heads together. We send the clips to each channel that's popular. We put it into the channel, and then we just get the ad revenue off of it.
Run it.
You already know I'm down.
Yep.
I'm down. I'm all the way down.
Where's the algorithm?
Who else is popular?
Who have Fresh and Fit? Let me see. Andrew Tate. Who else is somebody that got taken off the play? Zerka. You know what I'm saying? We could use Zerka's little rants that he do.
Yeah. We don't even have to insert no type of nothing into it. We just putting clips up. So like if we don't have a stance, so all these people are just like, well, yeah, good on you, bud, for posting this the truth.
Right. And we'll just be like, yeah, we're just posting this so we can get ad revenue off of it because these people can't, you dummies.
and then cold pivot afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
Cold pivot.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Trapping on YouTube. That's what it is.
Well, the algorithm will be the channel name. Yep.
Right. I'm going to download the videos and cut it. Cut it.
Yep.
Cut it.
That's all it is.
Clip it and everything, man. Clip it and everything.
Oh, man.
Fuck 'em.
Shout out to the fourth stream sponsor, man. From Downtown is holding it down. Make sure y'all show him some love. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, take it away, Grind.
Shout out to you again, man. I appreciate he says, I can't wait to see what Rolo got to say. Looking like 60-year-old skater wearing. Yeah, I can't wait to see what he has to say too, man. I feel like he's gonna definitely mental gymnastics his way through this whole thing.
Yeah, what was that girl's name? Simone Biles. He's gonna be flipping and doing all kind of stuff like her while talking about it. Did you see that one? Did you see that one podcast? I don't know who they was talking about, but it was him and one of his homeboys up there. They was sitting up there they was sitting up there looking like the Sons of Idiocy motorcycle gang.
Nah.
Jesus.
Sons of Idiocy.
The Sons of Idiocy. You know what I'm saying? So let's check this out, man. I think Myron actually cries, which is wonderful. We all love that. If you guys love Myron crying, give me a thumbs up or laughing emoji in the comment section. But let's see what they're talking about, man. I'm about to put this on. You know what I'm saying? Well, it don't matter. It don't need to be copyright proof anyway, because you're not getting paid off of it. So you can't claim a copyright claim because there's nobody to share the revenue with. Right. You know what I'm saying? But we just going to do it anyway, just for the sake of doing it.
All right, and we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh and Fit podcast, man. As you guys know, we had a show scheduled earlier with Psych Hacks, but we had to.
What'd you say, bro? My bad.
I gotta give you some credit right there, man. That was some elite finesse you did with that. Skipping that trash intro that they got. Elite finesse. I appreciate
that, man. hey, shout out to me for skipping that garbage ass intro. You know what I'm saying?
Lord.
Hey, I want to know the backstory behind this. I want to know the backstory behind this dent on Fresh forehead. It's never been told in the podcast before.
It's just it was just a natural evolution. It's just an ugly rule. That's all.
An illuminary dent for mankind.
Oh man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Let's check this out, man.
Cancel because we got some really sucky news.
Crazy news.
Yeah, crazy news, real talk.
Yeah.
Right now we're live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Rumble. And guys, I mean,
is this the end, bro? Because we got some bad news, man. I mean, when I heard, I was shocked because I mean, we love YouTube, man.
Yeah,
we love streaming.
Yeah.
Hey, so when Fresh heard this, he was shocked.
Right.
Were you guys shocked? Was anybody shocked when they heard this, when this came out?
Negative.
Nah. Nope.
Seeing it coming.
Let me ask you guys a question. Y'all think Miranda picking up the phone?
She's picking up, but she's acting funny now.
You said she acting funny?
Acting real funny now. Her text messages are kind of like dry. You can feel the distance. He's feeling it. Definitely feeling
it. Man, that's
she got two phones now, man.
Yeah. Hey, you know how when you got an iPhone and two people got iPhones and that messages turn green and you know what time it is? the messages from the messages from Fresh CEO to Miranda Green now.
Yeah. Yep.
That's hilarious, man. That is hilarious. All right, let's get it.
And at this point, I feel like our whole lives are revolved around streaming and like adding value to people online. It's just like it won't be the same, bro.
Yeah. What we heard. In 2020, guys,
it won't be the same without YouTube.
I was working for the government, right? I was a special agent of Homeland Security. He worked for Wix, we'll just call it.
Yeah.
Right.
Wix.com, yeah.
And he was a tech support. I was arresting bad guys, etc. We started this podcast. We did our first episode on October 26th.
Hey, here go the question though that I got for y'all, and I want to know what y'all think about this in the comment section. As racist as Myron is, as anti-black as he is, right? Do you think that Homeland Security is kind of upset that by him speaking the way that he feels about black people, it shows that part of their hiring criteria is to hire people that have those kind of sentiments in law enforcement? Because that's definitely what it shows. He's a proud former Homeland Security employee, and he carries these kind of anti-black sentiments. So do you think that Homeland Security, I mean, I'm sure Homeland Security is exactly the same as Myron, which is why they hired him,
right,
but they don't want that kind of stuff being talked about publicly. And by him talking about it publicly, he's associating that kind of sentiment with a government agency. Do you guys think that that's one of the reasons why they kind of were like, you got to either do this or do that?
I'm sure they don't find it favorable.
But he wasn't really saying the race stuff when he got cut from Homeland, was he? Or was he mostly just talking about women?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure like this kind of stuff goes hand in hand. So I wouldn't be surprised if he got on all these different podcasts and was saying the race stuff. A lot of times when it comes to this kind of content, the race stuff is usually said by attributing it to talking about quote unquote black women. And then once these people just get completely crazy, then they start talking about black people in general. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't be surprised. And real quick, make sure y'all show some love. We got a guest in the stream. We got Torian Rain in the building. Shout out to my man Torian. What's good with it, bro?
Welcome back.
I feel absolutely nothing.
Yeah, right. Right. And the anti-black thing is not an opinion, Marquise. I feel bad for you, bro. But when you put on a KKK hood and call people stupid N-words, like how Myron actually did,
and make monkey noises.
If you feel that that's an opinion, what I'd like you to do is I want you to go to a KKK event with actual cross burning, or go to a sundown town and live stream it. And
you know who else thought
that works?
You know who else thought the anti-black thing was an opinion? The ones down in Montgomery, Alabama, who got their ass beat 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Have a seat.
Marquise sounded like he wouldn't offer no help.
Nah.
Marquise would have sat on the side.
Now, ask Marquise how much he paying on a locals channel. How much
Marquise, are you paying, Marquise?
Are you paying the $20 or are you paying the $5? Which one are you paying?
Marquise, you paying over there, bro?
He paying.
That's the wrong strip to pay on, man. You got to pay on these YouTube strips.
What do y'all think about what Geo Will said over here? He said, "Can we agree that the manosphere died when Kevin Samuels passed? All these guys are clowns." Do you think that the manosphere has been dead, or do you think that it died when Kevin Samuels passed?
Nah, me personally, like I don't think the manosphere died at all, and I don't think all of the people in the manosphere are clowns. I think that the majority of people that get the biggest push and the biggest focus, those are the clowns, and they shouldn't be looked at as the manosphere entirely. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys like keep it 100, you know what I'm saying? Black men, brutally honest, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people in the manosphere that are good dudes and cool.
Legit.
Yeah.
But the ones that people make popular in many cases are the ones that get most of the focus. So to say, can we agree that the manosphere died? I mean, I wouldn't say that the manosphere died. I would say that these individual content creators from the manosphere died. And then again, like, Fresh and Fit, they kind of stabbed Kevin Samuels in the back. They wanted to compete with him for his time slot after Kevin Samuels brought a lot of people to their show while they were stuck at about 20,000 subscribers for a while. And Kevin Samuels wasn't the entirety of the manosphere either. There's a lot more like inside the manosphere that goes on besides just Kevin Samuels. Speaking of more than just Kevin Samuels and Fresh and Fit in the Manosphere, my man, keep it 100 in the building. Shout out to my man, keep it 100. But that's just how I feel about it. What y'all think?
I think that's that was a good answer to it right there. I think there's definitely more than what we see out here. Like that, I guess like a couple of people have said before, the Matrix tends to put the lames towards the front. That's what we kind of got with the Manosphere. Except for there are a few good guys that are coming up
that really represent it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. What you think, Tori?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. My bad.
I was gonna say, what y'all think about Marquise's "Black Americans are closed-minded" comment?
I mean, it's kind of closed-minded to make a comment like that, a blanket statement about every single Black American. So, I mean, you kind of debunked your own talking point with your comment.
He said he's way more ADOS than us, but he was repping Haiti, the other stream. So I don't know.
I mean, how would he know that without a genealogy or without anybody's family tree, or you know what I mean? This is where I don't know if Marquise or Marcus saw Larry Elder and Charlemagne the God, but that wasn't a good look for Charlemagne the God. But what Charlemagne the God did was basically YouTube talking points getting waxed in real life. Anytime you throw some YouTube talking points out somewhere with somebody that doesn't subscribe to all the YouTube ideologies and cliques and cults, you're going to get waxed and embarrassed in real life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you get most of your education or most of your talking points or most of what you think is correct or your worldview from YouTube, you're gonna get waxed in real life. Anytime you come into a situation where you got to articulate yourself and actually attempt to convince somebody with a point. You know what I'm saying? What you think, Torian? What's your thoughts, bro?
Oh, I have no thoughts.
You have no feeling either. I feel nothing about Fresh and Fit. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all, I'm gonna run this. Let me know if y'all want me to stop anywhere. All right.
2020. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And Chris was there. The apartment was all empty and shit. And and we had our first podcast. If you guys go back and watch it, like the thing was all zooming in and out and everything else like that, and it was all messed up.
It's like we're at a host club.
Yeah.
In and out.
Yeah. It was literally but we got it figured out. We got the lighting fixed, and we continue to improve. Fresh landed some really good guests early on, and continues to get us a great guest. And
we made hours of content in the streets, TikTok, Patreon.
Yeah.
Many nights, 3 a.m, 4 a.m. Chris was there too.
Working jobs.
And
then I'll never forget. I get an email, November 14th. Internal Affairs. Hey, we need you to come in for an interview. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go. Right. And I'm working at the government, sitting at my desk, writing up a report, and I see this email. And this is 2020 November. And I I go, I let my supervisor know, hey, I got to go up to, the Internal Affairs office, right? Because it's not at the same building as us. And, I go over there and they take my phone. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, what's going on here? And then, they're like, they didn't want to tell me, but they're like, hey, we're part of an internal investigation. Next day I meet up with the special.
Do you all believe this story? Because I'm curious, did they take his personal phone or did they take his government issue phone if he had a phone?
Probably his government.
Probably that government joint.
Yeah. If he had one. We don't know if he had one or not.
He might not have been that important as he's saying, huh?
Yeah, he might have been mailroom like, oh boy, I was looking for the stapler on on Office Space.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then my thing is, why would they have taken his phone? They could have just pulled up his YouTube channel on a computer. I'm sure there's plenty of computers in the office. It's not like we in the 1800s here.
Right. Yeah, he comes to the
office. Getting that red ticket
though.
Yeah,
you're getting that red ticket if they take your phone. You out of there.
Right. And they're not showing any proof of any of this stuff. They're not showing any proof of the letter or the notification that you get on YouTube when you actually get demonetized. It'll tell you, like, shout out to my man, Keep It 100. And I ain't trying to, like, put anything out there or anything like that. But my man, Keep It 100 actually went through that, and it showed him why he got demonetized. But then he was able to reapply for monetization and come back and, be monetized again. But they may not give a specific reason of why something happens, but you get an email that says exactly what happened or like what video it may have come from, or it'll say we don't like the content of the majority of content on your channel.
Okay.
I know for me, like personally, on the channel I have now, I only went through that one time, and that was because it wasn't because any video was in violation, but it was because that was when YouTube was going into that direction of you got to have 4,000 watch hours or something like that. That's when they implemented that new when it was new at the time. And my channel at the time fell short because remember this was a brand new channel at the time,
Okay.
and it fell short, and they ended up demonetizing the channel. And then once I met the threshold, I reapplied, and then I got the monetization back. So literally, I probably went about a month and a half without monetization.
Okay.
But that was like back in like 2018, I think, when they first implemented that new policy.
All right. Yeah. That's what's up. That makes sense. But see, like YouTube always gives a correspondence. And and they've got more than enough ability to be able to show whatever kind of proof that they need to on the screen. And the fact that they didn't, if you ask me, is kind of suspect.
That's true. Yeah, because they would have did that like how they did with all the other receipt stuff. Because if they're trying to prove that we don't have free speech, they would have definitely put up the emails they got and everything.
Yeah, I agree. Now I'm glad you brought that up, Grind. Before we get back started in the video, I want to go around the board and ask this about everybody's opinion about this. How do you feel about this as a free speech issue? What do you guys
say
think?
it again?
How do you guys feel about Fresh and Fit getting demonetized as a quote unquote free speech issue? What do you guys think about that? Do you guys
when
think
you look into
go ahead?
When you look into like the free speech thing, a lot of people only look at it on the surface. They don't read the fine print and the small print that's under it. Free speech only goes so far as a company will allow it to go. YouTube, Google, all of that. I think isn't YouTube or Google, isn't that like a private owned company?
Yeah.
See, and there you go. Their free speech rules is different from say like a job that's more public, where theirs is probably one, it could be more protected than the other. And a lot of people don't really look into the like I said, the fine print of how free speech works. Someone had left a very good comment under somebody's video talking about this, but I can't remember exactly what they said. But it actually made sense when people try to use the free speech thing or try to implement the free speech talking point. Like that, but the typical one we always say is like, yeah, you have freedom of speech, but you're not freedom, don't have freedom of consequence either.
Right.
See, the thing is, when he like you said, we don't know exactly for what reason as to why their podcast got demonetized, because it could be a numerous amount of things. Now, Rob, you was reading an article yesterday on Media Takeout where it had stated that earlier this year they got demonetized for a week because of hate speech.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even know, and I didn't even know they got. I didn't even know you could get demonetized just for a week. Now, see, that was their warning right there. That was earlier this year. But when you think about all the stuff that they put out there since then, it's a culmination of things that could have happened, because it's so much controversial things that they have done, between the stuff that they've said, the stuff that they did, even down to the guests they've had on it. I mean, think about the people that they've had on there. They've had John Zerka on there, who, just in case y'all didn't know, got demonetized a few days before they did.
Right.
For that video that he did in New York. And so the thing is, people think that, because it didn't happen on YouTube, how is it that they got him? It's because you're linked to YouTube. It didn't have to be a video that you put on YouTube. It's because you have a big presence on the platform, and it gets back to them. So I'm certain that people not only reported the video where it was posted at initially, but they probably reached out to YouTube and said, hey, this person is on here doing this. And then you got to think about the advertisers. Would the advertisers want to be connected to something like that? And they're going to be like, no. And so to save themselves, they're going to demonetize them. And remember what I was telling you about the timing. The AdSense goes out tomorrow. How ironic that they demonetize them literally a few days before that happens. And they do not get the money from last month's work. So all that money goes right back to the advertisers. All the money that they made last month that they would have got paid tomorrow, they're not getting that. That's going right back to the, think of it as a refund check for the advertisers.
That's so ugly.
Man, that's terrible. And they made mad money too, man. Like they made a grip.
It's so ugly. You just don't get paid for a whole month.
Man, that's
and
crazy.
Then when you kept reading into it, Rob, you said that you read the last line, said that you heard that the ban was permanent.
Yeah, they said that that's what they said. They said that the ban was permanent, which is wild, because I never heard of that neither.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah. Oh yes, they'll do that.
Shout out to my man, Keep It 100 that just popped into the stream. What's good with it, bro?
Yo, what's good? Just watching this.
What up?
I got a video coming up about this, man. I don't know whether I should do it on YouTube or on Patreon because I'm gonna be talking crazy about this, but they can't really be complaining about freedom of speech when their channel is still up. It's not like YouTube took their channel. They just took demonetization, which is partnership. You know what I mean? They didn't silence them. If they could make a video about being demonetized and speak on that, they ain't been silenced. But also, what Rob said earlier about, email correspondence, I know exactly why my shit was demonetized. Wasn't no question. You know what I mean? And it happened to me 2 times in a row, back to back.
Right.
Yeah, like you may not know exactly, like they may not give like a long specific breakdown with bullet points, but they're gonna give you an idea, and the idea that they give you is gonna be in a detailed email. You know what I'm saying? Like I got BLR2 got demonetized one time, but it wasn't for like hate speech or anything like that. They said that I was reposting used content.
Yeah, that reused content one. That's the one that I always say. That's that surface level one. That's the easy one they can get you on. That's what a lot of people. That's what I would say. A good 90% of the people who get demonetized on YouTube is usually from that reused content one.
That was me. That was me.
Yeah, that's that easy one to get. I said anything above that means it's pretty extreme. That's why I was telling you, Rob, yesterday that I don't believe reused content. I highly doubt reused content was why they got demonetized. Theirs was something a little bit more extreme than that, as we can clearly see.
Yeah, I agree.
And 100%. Also, too, another thing that they're worried about too is even though their platform they have millions of subscribers. When you get demonetized like that on YouTube, not only are they taking away your money from that platform, but anything linked to that is demonetized as well. So if they had any other channels that was linked to Fresh and Fit, that gets demonetized as well. So it wasn't just this getting demonetized. They demonetized anything else linked to it that's on YouTube. And they also basically put you under technically a shadow ban.
Mm-hmm.
So even though they have millions of subscribers, their viewership is going to go significantly down.
Yeah.
Than from where it once was.
I wouldn't be shocked or forget not be shocked, but I'm pretty certain that they got hit with a hate speech.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's what I think it is too.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised about that at all. And real quick,
with the reused content, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Because I said with the reused content, you have some room to try to get remonetized. You just have to try to figure out what content did I put out there that's considered reused. And that's the thing that gets me is they leave it so vague. They'll tell you why you demonetize, but they don't tell you what content it is. So now you're trying to scramble like, okay, which video was it or videos was it?
Right.
So I can remove it and then reapply in 30 days.
Which is wild because like they got the copyright scanner thing where if you use copyrighted material, you had an option to be able to cut that part out automatically with the YouTube editor. Why can't they scan it while your video is processing and tell you this portion has hate speech, this portion has, reused content. Right. You might want to take these out or edit these out or do something with it before you actually post the content.
It's not a copyright strike though. Reuse content is not a copyright strike. Reuse can be something that somebody put up on another social media platform, a reel from Instagram or TikTok or something like that. None of that stuff is copywritten. They just don't want you to just jack. Well, this is the details of it. You can take from TikTok. You can take from Instagram. They just want you to modify it to the point where it's new content as opposed to reposting it on YouTube. And I kind of to a degree understand what that's about. You know what I mean? So like, that's why you see a lot of split screen reactions or after the post reactions and things like that. So like, if you look at my shorts now, most of the stuff is set up that way. That kind of protects you. Like you could play it over as long as your face is in it. You can make the stupidest facial expressions in the world reacting to whatever it is. But that's not reused. That's legal. Not legal in a legal law sense, but like according to their terms of service or whatever, that's you good doing it that way.
Right.
Yeah, like for example, like I did my that video I did earlier today on Jason Whitlock, I had clips in there. I even like took a risk and put 8 seconds of a movie clip in there because I was talking about The Blind Side. I took 8 seconds of a movie clip from that movie, but what I did was I put a filter over it, then put fair use over it, so you could hear the audio, but it was kind of grainy. But you could kind of see a little bit too, but it was grainy, so it wasn't like the whole original clip. At that point, it became altered, and I had music playing in the background on top of the clip, but not too loud to the point where you couldn't hear it either. Right. So now it's become a whole new thing to the point where they can't say, "Oh, we got him on reused content," or at worst, a copyright. So like that was a risk I took, but it worked because I knew exactly what I was doing. I literally went through so many YouTube videos just to make sure, because that 8 seconds, you never know how this platform can get. They can get real petty with it, but it was able to go through with no problem.
Right. Grind, you want to get those super chats?
Yeah, I go and get a match. Shout out to 1-2 for the $10. He said thanks.
Right.
Even though he's a troll, he be supporting the stream. So
yeah. No, Marquise is a necessary part. You know,
he's necessary.
He's necessary. Shout out to Marcus.
Right. And then shout out from downtown once again with the $5. He said, if you love your fans / supporters, continue to do the show without compensation. That'll show you how our FBA ancestors felt.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Slave for them. Slave for your fans. You know what I'm saying? Be some chattel creators. You know what I'm saying? Some chattel content creators.
They acting like they care so much about these people, because he said that he cared more about saving the men than he did about saving kids across the border. So, I mean, yeah, you care that much, just go and put the show up.
Yeah, man.
On YouTube. Put your cash, see who will bite.
Yeah, hold on. DJ Elmo said, please read the comment. YGL put a message about. So YGL, if you want to be able to send a super chat right now, we don't have a super chat on the reactz actual channel. If you guys want to send super chats, make sure you guys go to Grind and Motivates channel, and you can send a super chat over there. All right. So shout out to YGL TB1, because YGL TB1 is a wonderful subscriber, as well as somebody who constantly supports the platforms that he subscribes to. So shout out to him. Appreciate it, man.
The other thing that Fresh and Fit can do is, I mean, it ain't gonna be the same as AdSense, but they can take cash apps, right?
Yeah.
You want to do, and I don't know if y'all might have mentioned this earlier before I jumped in here, but like they could post their cash app, and if they want support, I mean, of course, the ad rolls do significant things when it's all rolling, and like it's easy to watch a video and for the creator to get paid just off your view without you contributing money. But I mean, look, cash apps, amongst other things, it ain't gonna be the same. But I mean, they talking about the people that own the building that they in trying to kick them out.
Yeah, that's what they said. We're gonna get
I'm moving
no, it's all good. We're gonna get to that in a minute. But yeah, they said that, man, which is crazy. Wow.
Abba is getting these dudes, bro. Abba is getting at these dudes so hard. And I to be honest, I wonder how much of a role he played, in this. Like if he was, hitting them with reporting their videos, or if he just chilled in the cut and watched it happen. Like, I mean, if anything, he ain't gonna mention all of that in a video, but like, I wonder.
Me personally, I think that they probably didn't do too much, because I've been in a lot of YouTube beefs, and I never really heard much about them reporting or like doing stuff behind the scenes. They'll just do reaction videos back. You know what I mean? So I mean, they might have done something. You know what I'm saying? But they may not have. But I've seen them in beefs before. Like they had a beef with that Red Pill content creator named Darius M. And the only thing that they did was they just said that they were going to keep reacting to his videos because he DCMA struck them a bunch of times, and they beat the DCMA strikes. So they were just like, well, now that we've beat all these strikes, we're just going to react to every video that you make. You know what I'm saying? But like, they didn't do anything like egregious or go around, copyright striking or anything like that. But you never know though, man, because Fresh and Fit went to a different level with all that KKK mask and all that. So
yeah.
And then throwing up the Nazi salute and everything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
wild.
probably Man, you look, these people will let you say the N-word all day. They'll let you talk that nonsense, but you start doing that, you enter in a whole new level. You know what I mean? Like you messing with the people that run the platform now, and
right.
You understand what I'm saying? So when my man, because I'm in LA, I got the award show to go to tonight, so I'm gonna be on here just a short period of time. But like when he told me that they did that, because I didn't see everything, but when he told me they did that, I'm like, oh nah, they wilding, and then they acting like we don't know why, what's going on, and come on, fam, you know what you did.
Yeah, and then like I said, look at the guests they had on like over like the last couple of months. You had John Zerka, you had Andrew Tate, you had Nick Fuentes, and like Nick Fuentes and Andrew Tate are basically tainted on social media.
Yeah,
like,
they had a who's who of cancels.
Yeah, like you had people on the platform that YouTube kicked off their platform.
Right. They don't want them here for a reason. But
you know you're gonna be next to the line. It's over.
Right. Shout out to From Downtown 296 again. With the $5 super chat. Make sure y'all throw some radiation emoji up and show some love for From Downtown.
In there too.
Yeah, no doubt. Also, make sure if you guys haven't smashed the like button, make sure you guys smash the like button. If you guys haven't shared or subscribed to the channel, make sure you guys do that. We're getting close to 1,000 subs, so please help us get there by subbing, sharing, and liking.
Close. Yeah, man. Shout out to From Downtown once again. Fresh as a sucker. Me and my partner trapping and getting bread like that, and he do something to jeopardize my bread. He gotta feel me, bro. I agree.
Facts. Who
definitely got to get the squabble.
Right. Yeah. Who do you think was pushing more towards like going to the edge of where they would be on the verge of getting banned? Do you think that it was Walter, or do you think that it was
definitely was Myron.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah, Fresh was okay with Black American, and getting rappers on.
Yeah.
So, but Myron wanted to do all the extra. He wanted to do the most. Fresh was the one making the connects to the kind of the regular people that on YouTube that everybody wants to see. Maybe he gets a money guy in there once in a while. He gets a couple rappers, but Myron's the guy that wants to, he wants to go full tilt races. He wants to get Nick Fuentes. He wants to bring out his Arabian side, basically.
Yeah. Myron himself in this video even admitted that it was Fresh who got them the hookup for all of those interviews and all of that stuff. But again, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, it goes back to that point where there's no videos or no pictures on YouTube with Myron or with Walter fondling white men and in the bed. You know what I'm saying? And there's more pictures of Myron fondling white men and in a bed than there are pictures of him fondling women. Like, the only person that we really know that Myron has associations with, or that Fresh has associations with, is Miranda, which is somebody that he was involved with, and DJ Academics, because him and DJ Academics is friends. Aside from that, it's none of this like other shadiness really associated with Fresh CEO, aside from his association with Myron. Myron is all rolling around in the king size bed with a bunch of frat brothers and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all kind of weirdness going on over there.
Right. And have you noticed whenever somebody that was on the show talks about the Fresh and Fit people, they talk about Fresh in like a good light. They say he was cool, he was personable, all this stuff. But then they talk about Myron and they don't really say anything bad about him, but they don't have much to say,
Right. So they'd be like, yeah, Myron was there, and then just going
right. Yeah, Myron was there. They'd be like, man, Fresh flew me in on a private jet. We rolled around in his Benz. He gave me some good food. He brought me some hoes, and then Myron, Myron was at the apartment. That's how they be.
That's exactly how it is.
That's how they be all the time.
That's exactly how it is. That's exactly how it is. They're like, yeah, Myron introduced me to a couple rappers. We went to a concert, you know what I'm saying? We went to the club, had the drink service come through to the table. Exactly. And then Myron was there, and it was all good. We had a good time with Fresh.
Myron didn't even go out with him. They just met him back at the house.
Right, and he had that leather jacket and the cup in the air. Was doing the river dance.
Right, he had his booty shorts on. He opened the door with his booty shorts on and his boots.
Man. Hey, yo.
You talking about some? Yeah, come on in, guys.
Hey, you think Fresh and Fit's next interview gonna be with Fleece Johnson or nah?
Ooh, I can see them copying off that.
Extraordinary pause.
I can see them doing that.
That's hilarious, man. I hope not, but you wouldn't be surprised, man.
You wouldn't be surprised.
And Myron might be in a photo op with cuddling, being Admiral Foodle.
That'll be real ugly. Imagine Fleece Johnson using your toilet though at your apartment because all the girls use his toilet. Imagine Fleece Johnson use your toilet.
Myron, Fresh, y'all boys got a toilet in here somewhere that I could use?
A bidet?
Right. Yeah, Fleece Johnson just looked nasty too. He looked like just doo-doo just seeping out. Just
he one of the people that always walk holding the back of his pants. You ever seen somebody they gotta go somewhere in a rush and then they gotta hurry up and hit the toilet and they holding the back of their pants? That's Fleece. He always got one hand on the back pocket.
Hey, that's Fleece for real. Yeah, hey, I remember I had an uncle like that, like Fleece Johnson. He was Uncle Pete, man. He was like slick.
Uncle Pete.
GTV. So he used to be dancing and doing all that extra at the family reunions. And then when he had to go to the bathroom, he'll be like, "Oh, I gotta go." He always would hold his back and then run off. You know that old FBA run that all the men got.
Yeah, they be running like the Cowboys with the cowboy pants on, wide leg like that.
Right, with the cowboy pant run. Yeah, he be running off and then he'll go blow it up, and then you'll hear him in there talking about some. Yeah, that's what Fleece Johnson will be.
Suspended draws.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Damn, that's hilarious.
That boy Fleece in there on the bathroom up.
Oh man, look, now that I know who Fleece Johnson is, because I didn't know who Fleece Johnson was. I heard Tariq Nasheed going in on him one time.
Yeah.
So I didn't know who he was before that. So now that I heard, you know what I'm saying, now that I know who Fleece Johnson is, and we did a reaction to that video and all that. And next time somebody say that I got fleeced or something like that, that's fighting words, bro.
Right. I don't even want to use Fleece no more. I remember my life about Fleece Johnson. I think we was in school and somebody had pulled it up, and I was like, "Yeah, bro, I'm not never going to prison, bro."
Yeah, nah, nah,
never.
Nah. Next time somebody be like, "Yo, your job fleeced you."
Yeah.
I'm be like, we need to go outside real quick. We about to handle this.
Right. You had folks in the classroom talking about some, man, if I ever went to prison, man, I'll just rub doo-doo all over me. Everybody was shook.
That's crazy, man. All right, y'all, I'm about to run it.
Agent in charge, and they tell me, hey, it has to do with your YouTube. And right there it clicked. I was like, wait, hold on. Okay. They probably think that I'm recording videos on my phone. Like that's what it is, which it was a fucking like iPhone 6 or 7. It was a piece of shit. And what ended up happening is I had to make a really tough decision that month. I remember going back and forth, trying to negotiate, trying to figure out what we're going to do. And, they're like, no, like you have to pick one. You have to either, you're going to be a YouTuber or you can be a special agent of Homeland, but you're not going to do both. And I had to make that decision. I remember you were there. Yeah. We had Andrew here. And I was like, well, we got people working for us now. There's people that depend on us. You had pretty much quit your gig. So I was like, all right, I'm going to resign. And I walked in December 5th, turned in all my stuff. And I walked away from the U.S. government. It was a good
and made millions. Boo.
Six-figure job. It was stable.
What was you saying, bro?
I said made millions. Boo hoo, man.
And still making millions. Do Fresh and let me know where's Marcus at? Marcus, you still in the chat? Because I know you would know this. Do Fresh and Fit still have a Patreon? Did they ever have a Patreon? I guarantee you they got a lot of subscribers on Patreon if they got one.
Right. They should have been had one.
Yeah.
That's them messing up the money.
But the way that they cry, by the way they leak, he's leaking all over the microphone. You would think that YouTube is. I think YouTube was their main source.
It probably was
for sure.
Because there's so many ways that you can make money on YouTube. You got memberships, you got ad revenue, you got YouTube premium revenue.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. That's what I was telling Grind and Motivate the other day. I was like, who can send a super chat? Nobody. Who can be a member? Nobody.
Did they even have that stuff set up though?
They had members. Yeah, they had that all that shit set up. Yeah, hell yeah.
They really was messing up the money then.
Now, when you get demonetized, all of that goes.
Hey, who blocked YG LTB1? Did somebody block or moderate YG LTB1? Where'd you get blocked at, bro? If I don't have I can't tell anybody else how to run their channel, but if you're in the reactz chat, do not block anybody unless the host says to block somebody. And that's real easy. The only time somebody should ever be blocked immediately without any question is if somebody's doxing or saying disgusting comments about minors.
Right. That's real.
All right, my bad. Go ahead. What were we saying? Nobody.
Yeah, Marquise just came back with the details on his street interactions with Fresh now. He said he sees Fresh all the time in Miami, but he's cool. I guess he said he don't know what they got going on. But.
Oh, we don't doubt that Fresh is cool. I've said that before, even when we like 2 or 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, on the reactz channel, bro. On the reactz channel, we don't have enough. We don't qualify for super chats yet. But if you go to Grind and Motivate's channel, you can send a super chat. You know what I'm saying? But on the actual reactz channel, we don't have super chat available yet. But when y'all get us to 1,000 subs, we'll have it though. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have it right now though. You know what I'm saying? But Fresh seemed like he cool though. I don't doubt that Fresh is cool. I've said that before. It's a lot of people that do like stuff that is like, you know what I'm saying? You kind of be like, man, you know why you be doing this? That seem like they'd be pretty cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've said this
he's
before.
Associated with him. It's just the fact that he's associated with him. Guilt by association.
Right.
That's what would hurt his credibility.
Right. I agree.
Yep.
I agree. Shit. Eric Adams, he seemed like he'd be cool. The only problem is he a Democrat and he'd be doing dumb stuff. On some kicking and stuff, man, I kick it with Eric Adams all day. I bet you he know all the spots with the best food in New York, best clubs, everything. He seemed like that type of cat. But as far as what you be doing politically, I can't rock with you, bro.
Right. That's real though.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't rock with you politically. You know what I'm saying? But after work, you know what I'm saying, we could turn up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how that cat seemed to me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all, I'm gonna run it. Let me know if y'all want me to stop anywhere.
Okay.
It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. You guys know on my Fed Reacts, you guys see how I talk when I'm talking on that channel. And and I haven't. I tell you guys that story to tell you that I haven't felt like that since today. And it sucks, guys. It really does suck. Fortunately, we made some moves, etc. And we kind of knew that the type of content that we make, for us to be able to give you this content, we have to.
It comes at a cost.
It comes at a cost, dude.
And it won't be here forever.
Yeah. And Fresh always said this. Enjoy us while you can.
Yeah. They thought we was capping, man.
Yeah.
They thought it was a joke.
And we made moves on the side knowing that this could potentially happen. And guys, the channel has been kicked off the YouTube partner program. Just keep it straight.
If you look right now, you can't even super chat or
you can't even super chat right now.
Yep.
But like one thing that people should be aware of though, right? And should take from this as a lesson is that if there's content creators that you really, really like, make sure that you do follow them on all of their other social media platforms so that if something like this is to happen, because today it could be Fresh and Fit. Tomorrow it could be somebody that you really like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was watching LTTV and I don't really watch Night Talk all like that, but he said that Night Talk got demonetized a while back too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know about it.
Well, that's why he probably ain't really, because a lot of stuff bad has been happening in the Night Talk. He got knocked out by that dude. He got demonetized, and the one thing that it's not funny, but I think one of his newborns, they making it.
Wait, what happened?
Like his girl was pregnant or something like that, and I guess the baby didn't end up making it.
Oh damn, that's fucked up.
Right.
I didn't know about that.
Check it. I'm gonna jump out, man, because I'm gonna have to start making moves, man. But I'm gonna continue to listen.
All right, for sure, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you.
You already know you're welcome anytime, bro.
Most def. I got some things I'm gonna need you to jump in with me on, man. You know what I'm saying? I got some videos coming up, man. I definitely need you for.
All right, for sure, bro. You know I'm always there.
All right, man. I'll holler at y'all later, man. Peace out.
All right, man. Appreciate
All right, bro. Peace. Make sure y'all go and show some love to Keep It 100. Go follow his channel. Check him out. Shout out to my man YGLTB1. I told y'all as soon as he got his bearings. As soon as he got his bearings, make sure y'all show some love. Throw some radiation emoji in the chat. We got 8 stream sponsors today, y'all. Y'all are killing it, man. Smash that like button, hit the bell, share the stream out. Go ahead, Grind. Take it away.
I appreciate you, man. He says, Myron got his N-word wake-up call. His comments about dark women was appalling, especially when he, from a country in Africa that has the darkest people on the planet. Not to mention, he espouses anti-black hatred towards FBAs. Facts.
All facts. Yeah, and then also in addition to that, he referenced the KKK, talking about he's not a Knight Rider.
Right.
Which is interesting because that goes down a whole nother rabbit. We're gonna have to have a rabbit hole reacts one day where we talk about some rabbit holes, because that goes down a whole nother rabbit hole with Michael Knight and Knight Rider, that TV show, and Dukes of Hazzard, and all of them being on at the same time, and just and how Michael Knight's symbol was the horse head from the knight on the chessboard, but like that's predictive programming and content for another channel, not for this one. You know what I'm saying?
And you know that he knows the symbolism of saying Knight Rider. It's like, while he might be dumb socially, he's not dumb like, researched.
No, because he has generations and generations and generations of anti-black racism that was taught to him by Admiral Foodle Sr.
Right. Yeah, I would say he's similar to some of these white and Asian people that that claim IQ and stuff, but they can't really they couldn't socialize their way out of a paper bag out here.
Right. I think you remember that skit that you did about this when you had the skit and it was Myron's dad and he was like, "Why are you working with these black people?"
Oh yeah, I gotta bring Dad back to this one. I gotta bring Dad back.
That's exactly how his dad was. As soon as he found out why he was working with Fresh was like, hey guys, hey Myron, is this your dad? Who is this? Why are you working with him?
Right. I want to know what his dad's saying now that he ain't making no money after he took this risk, this alternative risk, because like foreigners and stuff, they don't really like their kids doing anything that's outside the box. I wonder how his dad is feeling about that.
Listen, man,
because now it's not paying off.
His dad is about to take off his camel skin belt and beat the brakes off of him. He gonna the camel skin belt, bro. He about to put whips all across that back, because how them folks practice serial cheapitude. It's like religion with them. So he gonna get in trouble if he just drops a penny. If a penny gets wasted, he's in trouble. He done wasted about $1 million damn. His dad is about to get all of the youth and father strength from the father gods and just beat the brakes off of Myron. Myron's not going to pick up his phone for weeks.
Right. Hey, and what his dad is like how most parents do this, not just immigrant parents, but you come out and you do something that's outside the box and you become successful at it. They start to become your biggest supporter and they start to really dive into it and know everything about it. So his dad was probably like, "You wasted all these ad revenue. You all these super chats because you are so stupid."
That's exactly what he said. He called him stupid.
Right, you're stupid. Right. So his dad was definitely on that, man. He was definitely like, man. But I'm sure at the same time, because you said like you say, man, that serial cheapitude is strong with Myron and all them. So he's still sitting on a nice little bag.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're honestly, for real, they probably got enough to retire on right now, but because of how they are, as far as serial cheapitude with the culture, having enough to retire right now is still not enough. So if you just wasted any penny, you finna get your ass whooped. Shout out to was Deacon Dave down here. He said ashy foot justice. That's exactly what he about to get that settlement. That sandal settlement as soon as his dad come around. That sandal settlement. He finna get his ass whooped with them Jesus sandals.
Fresh and Fit had a crazy run.
Crazy run. Now he's about to actually crazy run when his dad come around. You know,
he ain't
what
got
I'm
no
saying?
choice.
But we got another super chat. Shout out from downtown 296 with the $5 super chat. Go ahead, take it away.
And shout out to from downtown again, man. He said them grind skits used to have I'm gonna have to get back on them for real, man. I've definitely got something for this one, but I want to get back to them regularly. At first, when I first started the channel, I used to do like a skit for every video, but then everything else start going on. So, I had to bad back from it. And YouTube be kind of playing with your views and all that kind of stuff. So it's like you ain't getting no views. It's kind of hard to keep going sometimes.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Which lets us know that Freshen is lying.
Right. Exactly. Big facts. Super facts. You know what I'm saying?
For this sake, in their
my bad,
so-called reputation, they better not be lying, because people gonna go on them even more if that ever came out to be a lie.
Ooh,
facts.
That'd be so ugly.
But they don't care about getting busted out in lies. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about getting busted out in lies. They get busted out in a lie like damn near every couple months, and it's just business as usual. Myron be sitting there after getting busted out in a lie, looking exactly how he looking right now, and just keep on talking.
Right.
It's crazy. All right, y'all. I'm gonna run it. Let me know when y'all want me to stop. All right.
All right. Cool.
Of this era.
So we are in trolling chat. So yeah. So you literally can't. Yeah, man. So it's so basically, we're gonna figure out what's going on because we don't even really know all the details. We're working with YouTube to try to come to a middle ground and work together and figure this out. But for now,
we don't even know why.
We don't know the specific reason.
But we don't in any form or fashion hate YouTube or want to go at them. We're just saying, you know what? We wish we knew the reason why.
Now, here go my question, right? And I want to ask this to you guys on the panel and you guys in the comment section as well. I don't know if people know how YouTube works. Abba Preach actually explained this on one of their videos, and I'm sure some of those channels like Think Media and Roberto Blake may have explained this kind of stuff as well. But we're going to talk about it briefly here. If you have over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, you have a personal YouTube liaison who's able to communicate to the community guidelines regulators, I guess, at YouTube, as well as other people if you're having some type of issue. I remember there was a while back when Abba Preach's AdSense account had got disconnected from their YouTube account and they weren't able to get it put back together, and they were able to use their liaison to get it back. So now you have 1 million subscribers. How are you out of the loop with access to a liaison? You don't know anything. Your liaison hasn't spoken to you. And I find it interesting that they haven't even mentioned the liaison. Like, they haven't even mentioned that. Like, we reached out to our personal liaison and they haven't said anything back. They didn't say anything about that.
Right.
Rob putting on his detective cap.
Real. But then again, Myron's such an unlikable guy. His liaison might not even be rocking with him.
Right.
Even when that's supposed to be appointed to him. They was like, it ain't enough money in the world to make me have to work with these two, especially that one.
Strike them up. That's hilarious. That's funny as hell. But I'm just curious about that though, man. They didn't mention that. They didn't say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Good point. Good point.
Yeah, because that's one of the benefits. That's why everybody has that goal, not just to get those plaques, but to get the benefits that come with that too. Because if you have under 100,000, you basically got to use like the Google Chat, which
is like it's basically like having your own lawyer.
Yeah, exactly. Your own YouTube specialty lawyer. Facts.
And that's interesting, man. Once you get to a certain point, you're basically like an actual TV show, you're like a real thing out here. Like, you really need all that kind of extra stuff, to be honest. I wonder what other channels are big like that that's gotten demonetized. Do y'all know any others?
Big
John Zerka.
I don't think John Zerka was that big though. He only had like 50-some thousand subs, if I'm not mistaken. But Alex Jones, I don't know if he was on YouTube or not, but I know Alex Jones had a pretty big like multi social media platform, and they got him up out of the paint. And who's somebody else? Young Pharaoh, probably. I don't know how many subscribers Young Pharaoh had.
He seemed well liked, but I don't know yet. But you never know.
There was this one dude. His name was Adam Green. He had this YouTube channel called No More News, and he was one of those people that constantly talks about the Sombreritos.
Yeah, okay.
They got him up out of there, and he had when he got gotten up out of there, he had over 100,000. So I'm curious. Oh yeah, and I forgot about Tommy Sotomayor. Yeah, Tommy Sotomayor is another one.
I forgot Andrew Tate too. Yeah,
Andrew Tate. Yeah, he had that channel Tate speech.
Yeah. What was I about to say? It was somebody I was thinking about, man. I don't forgot now, but yeah, I guess we didn't got it. We didn't got the answer.
Yes, I want to see some paperwork.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah,
do a stream about that.
Right, with the because all they gotta do is just put it on PDF. They use StreamYards to stream Fresh and Fit do. So all they gotta do is just put it on PDF.
And it's not like, and the thing is, it's not like YouTube will stop you from actually doing it, because it's not like they say, by the way, don't put this out there. This is private documents. Don't share this with anybody.
Right. Because when something happens with my channel, I take a screenshot of the emails that I get and I post it on my community wall. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure like you guys have seen that before.
He got demonetized.
Yeah, he got demonetized. And yeah, Anna, Sneeko, facts. You know what I'm saying? Sneeko got demonetized. He used to have a big YouTube channel. He had close to 1 million, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, Sneeko was on. He was on like influencer level, like the way he was, but he's so stupid.
Yeah, which is crazy because that just shows about the attraction to stupid people.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. You threw away all that money to be a dumbass.
Right. Like who does that? Like who does it, man? Like, man, let me stop.
They do it. That's who they do it.
They do it. Yeah.
Right. You gotta you just can have fun and not even have to talk about that stuff. People like you if you don't even talk about that stuff, but you had to talk about it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and then yeah. Do you know what's even crazier is that they could do those if they really just feel the need to where they have to do that kind of stuff. They could do that kind of live streaming on their Discord channel. And it'd be totally private. Or they could do that stuff members only if they wanted to and then hide the stream. But they just don't. They feel that the world needs to hear it.
Right. Yeah, you can be like Mr. Beast. The only way that Mr. Beast would come out and do something like that was if Mr. Beast was legit a hateful dude. So I would say that, yeah, you could say that Sneeko and all these guys are legit hateful because you've already got everything you need. What's the point of you doing the extra?
Right. No, I agree. I agree 100%. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all, let's do it. Let's run it.
But we respect, for them to use the platform and keeping us here for a while. And we appreciate it.
Yeah. But and the thing is that you guys know, right, on this pod, we push the edge, right? We push the envelope. We're not going to lie about that. Like we give you guys the real deal when it comes to getting in shape, when it comes to
money, girls,
dating, improving yourself, etc. And unfortunately, to be able to give people real advice that they can take in real life and apply to the real world, you had to have uncomfortable conversations about uncomfortable topics in uncomfortable times. Guys, it's about to be an election year. You know
Don't
what I mean?
do that shit. Don't do that.
Go in, Torian. Go ahead.
That was one of the parts that got me right then when he's talking about you have to have uncomfortable topics about uncomfortable things, and it's about to be an election year. Don't talk about it's about to be no damn election year. When did you start getting political?
Right. And we know what that means. I'm gonna ask y'all, what does that mean when people say that kind of stuff?
Oh, he was talked about spewing that anti-blackness that he was doing, and he knows he was doing it, and he knows black people was calling him out on it, whether it was on here or on Twitter. Remember, he tried to call out Tariq and Umar to do some kind of debate, and then when Tariq was saying, "Okay, I pull up," then he responds with, "Well, by the way, see, he fled already."
Right. And as far as it being an election year goes, how many Fresh and Fit streams did Myron do where he was talking about what's going on with Trump?
I'll do you one better, Rob. How many politicians did he have on as guests?
Right. He right there in Florida, and the stuff that he talks, I'm sure Ron DeSantis would have loved to come on.
The snowflake would have came up.
He'd have loved to come on.
Vivek Ramaswamy would have came up too.
Not Vivek Ramaswamy.
He would have pulled up fast.
Yeah, he'd have pulled up. Yeah, they could have got politicians on there. You know what I'm saying? They could have got, I'm sure Larry Elder would have came on there. Candace Owens would have came on there. They could have got the whole PragerU crew.
Oh, absolutely. That all those people would have came.
Wait, hold up. My Hurricane IQ said Myron said Tariq wasn't big enough. Then if he wasn't big enough, then why the hell did he call him out then? he must have been big enough for him to notice him to want to call him out for a so-called debate.
Right.
See, that's that. That's how you. That's that quantitative easing stuff that I'm talking about. Because like, here's the deal with Tariq. Like, it's clear. It's whether people like Tariq or not. It's clear his channel is shadow banned. Something is up with his channel because because he's when you're getting like him and Corey Holcomb. When you're consistently getting 8, 9, 10,000 people live watching you and your channel stays at the same numbers, YouTube is doing something to your channel to not let it grow. And the reason why YouTube does that stuff to the channels to not let it grow is so that some clown like Myron Gaines can sit there and say, you're not big enough because you have only 200,000 subscribers. Okay, he's only got 200,000 subscribers, but when he goes live, his live stream numbers are close to you guys's. So what is that? If Tariq's not big enough at 200,000 subscribers with 6, 7, 8, 9,000 people live in his live stream, then what does that make them with 1 million subscribers only getting 10, 15,000?
Right. Yeah, half the people only subscribe to them just as kind of like, what's Fresh and Fit gonna do something stupid next?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They have no integrity.
No, none whatsoever. Myron is the one that name dropped Tariq. He specifically said, "I want to have a debate with Tariq and Umar." Now the thing is that like Tariq is all about the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Tariq will roast somebody. Mm-hmm. Umar Johnson is about particular kinds of smoke, but he doesn't really go into that smoke realm or the drama circuit with like social media.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he'll talk about a celebrity, he'll say some things, but Tariq could get like right back with you. But like Umar kind of don't really be on that kind of time, which is interesting to me. Like I don't think Umar never even mentioned Fresh and Fit before ever. Like, Umar be on this thing that he be talking about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like Tariq has actually responded to some of Fresh and Fit's content before. Me and Izzy actually reacted to when Fresh and Fit versus Abba and Preach won when Tariq had reacted to it. So, it don't make sense for them to call out Umar like that, but they just wanted to say that just to be controversial because they thought that they was going to back down. And then when Tariq was like, nah, let's get it in, then Myron was like, oh, you're not big enough anyway. If you're not big enough, how did he get on your radar?
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying?
With Nick as his tag team partner. Yeah, that says a lot, Myron.
Right, with Nick as the tag team partner. And like Terrence said, shout out to Terrence. Zerka didn't have Tariq numbers. Facts. Tariq gets a lot of numbers, man. He gets a lot of engagement in his YouTube content, in his social media content, period. And his tweets get retweeted hundreds, thousands of times. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen that if they would have. Yeah, I would have loved to have seen that.
Not only would they have gotten waxed, Tariq would have waxed him, but then they would have got roasted too.
Right. And he probably would have had a cartoon made after him too.
Oh man, would have had the cartoon made. It would have been a done data.
Yeah, we need that
because it's not enough when it comes to Tariq. It's not enough just to simply roast your adversary. I'm going to make you into a whole caricature,
and make money off of it.
Right.
I ain't mad at that, man. Like I ain't mad at that, and that right there, Tori, and that's a good point. That's what Myron started thinking about. He started thinking about his big ass nose being drawn on a cartoon of him working for Homeland Security and a tight ass Fresh and Fit Border Patrol outfit that was cartoon animated. And he was like, nah, I don't want this kind of smoke.
Exactly.
They didn't want that kind of smoke when Abba and Preach changed their thumbnail to the broom and dustpan. Could you imagine a Tariq cartoon?
I was wondering what that was about. I didn't know what the broom and the dustpan was about.
Yeah, that was Fresh and Fit. That's hilarious. They crazy, man. These dudes are clowns, and they go around calling everybody a clown. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Remember? Oh, not before you press play again. Remember when the person that used to work with them pulled up on them at their studio?
Oh yeah, Allende. Yeah. They didn't want no smoke with Allende, man. Myron grabbed the strap real quick. I thought you worked out.
And that's what Fresh was talking about. We're getting that Fresh. We are getting people are coming to our room. That's all he was talking about. Like that. That's the only person that ever pulled up on y'all. Ain't nobody pulling up on y'all like that, bro.
And Allende didn't really pull up on no violent stuff. Like, he just pulled up to talk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he just for real, like, he just knocked on the door, somebody opened it, and he came in. Like, he didn't like bust the door down or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's crazy, man. These cats is wild, man.
Wow.
That's hilarious. All right, let's run it.
We're talking about certain points, and we brought up certain points that might not be politically correct, right? That might not necessarily align with everyone's viewpoints, right? And we've worked really hard to bring people on that have different viewpoints, right? Some of them very controversial, some of them that may or may not be politically correct. And that's unfortunately the risk that you take when you make the kind of content that we do.
Even other platforms, look at Rumble. They're taking a huge beating on the stock market.
Yeah,
I mean, they're up.
Despite having one of the best years for revenue and for views and everything. And
so this comes at a cost, no matter who you are, company, individual, creator.
Yep.
And a lot of you guys want to be aspiring RB creators as well, and I respect that. But just know, at a certain level, it will cost you a price you got to pay. And I think me and Myron understand this, and we were saying, you know what? At some point, we're gonna have to deal with this price, and today's the day.
Yeah. And my thing is, guys, more than ever, real talk, more than ever. I know a lot of you guys send me messages, and trust me, I look at them. I really do look at them. And as a matter of fact, I save them too, because I sent some of them to Fresh today.
Yeah.
When you guys send me your DMs and say, yo, you saved my life. Yo, you send me a picture of your credit score. Yo, my girl is making sandwiches now, or whatever it is, right? That really means a lot to us, right?
Hey, Fresh and Fit didn't get nobody's girls to make sandwiches for him. Hey, Marcus, is your woman making sandwiches for you because of Fresh and Fit?
He's definitely gonna say yeah. Because I think Marcus used to be a passport bro, so he's got something like that going on.
Oh, but still though, if he's got a passport bro, or if he's a passport bro,
yeah,
his woman was able to take lessons from Fresh and Fit on how to make some sandwiches for him. What kind of sandwiches is she making for you? She making you hot pastrami sandwiches, bro? She making you spicy chicken sandwiches, buffalo chicken? What's she doing? What kind of sandwiches she making? She making that tropical asparagus sandwich or what? What's going on? Okay, yeah. See, that's what I thought. Yeah. Marcus. His wife always made sandwiches, so she didn't learn how to make no sandwiches from Fresh and Fit.
Right.
Fresh and Fit didn't encourage nobody to get their woman to make sandwiches for her, man. Stop it. Like, come on, man. Shout out to Jay. We got Jay. Man. Jay just called in. What up with it, Jay? Good to have you on the show, bro.
Good.
What's going on, chat? What's going on, panel? How's everybody doing, man?
Doing good. Good. What's up with you?
Just came in here, man, to bash on the Trash Brothers.
Super good. Trash Brothers. You ever played that game?
Never played the game. I wish I had, man. Never played the game.
Hey, from downtown asked a great question now. We got to put Marquise on the hot seat, man. What did they do for you specifically, Marquise?
Yeah.
I'm going to put that up in there, man.
Yeah, we're going to throw that up there. There it
I
is
think I have another viral video coming.
Uh-oh. What is it?
The Triple P that I got coming up tomorrow on them.
Oh yeah, that's gonna go super.
The reason why, you know how I say that I never put stuff out there to go viral, but I can always tell when it's going to happen, because whenever I look at when I have the premiere window up, if it gets over a certain amount of likes, the views are going to do well. And what it is when I did the video on Jason Aldean, before that video went up, because that video was almost at 45,000 views in less than a week.
Ooh.
Before that video went live, it had already had 70 likes and like over 50 comments. The one for tomorrow that I have coming already is at 43 likes and 33 comments. And the video premieres at 11 a.m. So you got to think of all the time between now and 11 tomorrow.
Right. Make sure you put the link for that video in the chat so that people.
Oh, and by the way, Rob, I made sure to give you a shout out in the video too, and I put the link to your channel in the video that I shouted you out. I'm sending some traffic your way.
Hey, appreciate it. That's hilarious. That's what's up. Yeah, appreciate it, man. This is definitely Fresh and Fit. Like I said, me and Grind and Motivate had talked about this a long time ago. We said Fresh and Fit is always going to be content. Like if there's ever issues with you growing your channel, just pay attention to what Fresh and Fit been doing for about a week and do a couple videos on that, and it'll get you right back to where you need to be. Because out of everybody on YouTube, Fresh and Fit, you can count on they're always doing something wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah. Always. You know what I'm saying? That's hilarious. All right, y'all. We about to run this. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I think Marcus is actually answering from Downtown's questions. He says their real estate and cred videos are faced because that's how I made money.
I think
And
he
they're
means
how to
based.
start are based. Okay.
Yeah. He's been indoctrinated by them folks just a little bit.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, hey, at least he was able to name something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't mad at that.
Bro, let me tell you a funny story. So I was at the gym this morning, right?
Yeah.
So, I just made random conversations with somebody because, we're working out next to each other. And it's this Asian guy. I mean, he's like maybe 20. And he says, hey, man, did you hear about Andrew Tate? I'm like, oh, God. And he just brought that up. You know what I'm saying? So I brought up, Duke and Don. I'm like, man, there's so much evidence. He's about, man, there's no evidence. He said the trial is already over and all this. I'm listening to him, letting him talk and everything. He says the trial is already over. There's no evidence. There's no women. He went on and on and on. And I said, man, you should check out Duke and Don, man. You know he calls you guys? And he was like, what did he call us? Tater tots.
That's hilarious.
And he was like, I can be a tater tot, man, but I know Andrew Tate's not going to go to jail. Like, okay. Bro, but it was fun talking to him.
That was the lamest response ever right there.
Right.
Bro, no, he's a cool guy, man, but he really believes in Andrew Tate, man.
One of them guys that can't socialize his way out of a paper bag, it sounds like, though.
Someone who's socially awkward.
Right.
I wouldn't say he was socially awkward, man. A skippy Asian kid, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to say socially awkward, man, because he didn't present himself as socially awkward,
You say, dude, Andrew Tate's my hero.
He actually did sound like that a little bit.
Yeah,
bro, he sounded like that, man.
I don't know about Duke and Don. I only know about Andrew Tate. Tate's my hero. Shut up.
Bro, I introduced him to Duke and Don. I told him go check the channel out.
That's hilarious. That's great, man. It's crazy that it's grown, it's grown adults. These are grown people that we're talking about.
Right.
Like, what is going on in the world, man?
Facts.
Hey, Taylor May asked a good question to Marquise. Did they save your life? We want to know.
Okay, yeah. Did they save your life, Marquise?
Yeah, we want to know, man. Did they save your life?
Are you here in the chat now because of Fresh and Fit?
Right. Because I know they talk real bad about Passport Bros.
Did they really? They talk bad about Passport Bros, and both of them got their passports to come to the United States?
Yep, they talking bad about
it. they both got their passports to come here. What they talking?
Whoa, well, I didn't
crazy?
think about that.
Yeah.
So Robert, you saying that he was trying to cross the border and they needed employees, so they just hired him on the spot?
Hey, it could have been one of those kind of situations.
Man.
They know that Myron and them got experience with with airspace. So that's some talents that they may not have anticipated. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man. Like I said, here go my thing. The only thing that I got issues with as far as the Passport Bros is the ones that get a lot of publicity on YouTube. They say just the most crazy, disrespectful stuff. Like if that's what you're gonna do, you know what I'm saying, go do it. Find somebody that you enjoy, you know what I'm saying, and enjoy your life and all that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody really hating on that. But making content and going in on, you know what I'm saying, Black American women and stuff like that, to me, okay, I don't understand really the point. If you're not in the market for that, it's not something that's really gonna be affecting you too much, which is why you're overseas. So, enjoy your time overseas and show people the overseas game, you know what I'm saying? But for Fresh and Fit to criticize Passport Bros, you're criticizing Passport Bros, and then you're bringing the most ratchet American 304s that you can find on your shows as example of American women. Mm-hmm. Your show literally validates why Passport Bros are getting their passport. So what are they mad about?
Somebody just said in the chat room that Myron was born in the U.S. I'm not sure if that's true or not.
He was born in the U.S.
He might have been. Yeah, I think he was born in the U.S., but his parents are
he a DACA
the Emirates or what's it? Arab Emirates.
Arabs.
Yeah, United Arab Emirates, that UAE, that country.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. It says he was born in New Britain, Connecticut.
New Britain, Connecticut. Okay.
That's a damn shame. That right there is devaluation right there.
He may be first generation born.
He had to become friends and lay in the bed with all those white dudes so that they wouldn't make fun of his name for being Admiral Foodle, because everybody was roasting his ass with that name.
Real.
Stop calling me that. It's your name.
I'm still trying to figure out what made him change his name to Myron Gaines.
Somebody said there's a backstory behind it, like I guess with the workout shit, because wasn't his channel before it was Fresh and Fit? It was some like it was called like 24-hour fitness or something.
It was Unplugged Fit.
It was Unplugged Fitness.
Yeah.
I knew it had a name that sounded like a cheap ass $19.99 membership gym or something like that.
Yeah,
Unplugged Fitness.
Boys took the plug out of him. He was
yeah, so it's supposed to be like admiring gains, like you're looking at your muscles, admiring gains.
Yeah, you can tell he grew up around some of them folks because that's a lame ass joke.
Dude, look at these biceps, dude. I'm admiring gains right now.
Right.
Like, shut the fuck up.
Right. Right.
Look at my traps. No, go outside. Go get me.
He got roasted badly and he never recovered. He's one of them guys. He met some real black people and then he got roasted by them and then he just never recovered.
Yeah, facts. He never recovered, bro. Yep. He never recovered, man. That's sad.
You can tell by the way he talks about his backstory sometimes. I think he was saying that he was a fat kid playing video games and he didn't get girls and stuff like that. You can tell he's harboring a little bit of resentment towards some certain people.
Yeah. He's harboring a lot of resentment towards women too.
Definitely.
Yeah, he probably saw all of his college buddies, you know what I'm saying, with their choice of women, and he kind of just, was able to be with his choice of men, and that wasn't really popping the way that, he was hoping that it would, you know what I'm saying, and they always probably clowned him.
With black women, it was like he didn't get the girl and he got roasted, but with white women, he just didn't get the girl. But he decided to go hard on the black women when like the white women didn't like him because he was Arabian.
Right.
It's weird.
Right.
It's also because he probably felt it would be easy for him to get a black woman, and because a black woman probably turned him down, he feels like, how dare you turn me down, because according to so-called popular belief, you're supposed to be the easiest to get. And how dare you turn me down? That's the vibe that I get. Sort of like how an incel is when they don't get the woman they want.
Yeah, Myron didn't get his way.
Right. Yeah, he didn't get his way.
He wouldn't get... Go ahead. My bad.
No, you got it. I'll speak after.
No, I was about to say, you could tell by the way his interactions are on the show. He's not getting his way with any women. You're not getting your way with white women, bro. You're not getting your way with black women. You're not getting your way with any of those racially ambiguous women. You ain't getting your way with Latino women.
Didn't a black one put hands on him at one of the podcasts, in one of the episodes?
Yeah, I think so. They put their hands on him and Tommy Sotomayor.
Tommy's a clown. Tommy's a full clown. I listen to this guy and I can't believe people follow him. And then I see the people that come on his panel. Yeah, I see why y'all follow him. You know what I mean? Like, I guess the apple don't fall far from the tree, man.
Yep.
But what I was gonna say was, if you look at the structure of his platform and his how he brings his guest on, he tries to get them to solicit. I'm fumbling over my words over here. Try to get them to sleep with him in order for him to get on the platform, or some other benefits that he can get besides, you guys are gonna come on my platform, you're gonna get a lot of followers, you get a lot of Instagram followers and all that stuff. So he tries to use his platform to get women to sleep with him and all that. So
man, it don't even be going like that. You remember when he tried to get Anna Quinn Fit to sleep with him, and she was like, no.
Yeah, but if he tried that with her, he tried it with almost all of them, man. So
he could have got that, but he just such a socially awkward dude. So
yeah, super facts.
What's the name? Marquis said he was a college athlete, as if that means anything. You're on a row team.
Yeah, what he was on the lacrosse. He was on the lacrosse team.
He was on the tennis team.
He was on a rowing team. So that's basically like nobody knows anything about you. You're on a rowing team.
He was in that canoe with his boys that he was sleeping in the bed with.
That's exactly what it was. Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. A lot of times those frats, the whole fraternity will be like on a rowing team, or they'll be playing something like miscellaneous sport.
Right. Yeah. And that rowing stuff, I mean, like, bruh, even fishing has a freaking platform where they can televise that. You don't get televised for rowing a damn boat down the river.
Exactly.
The only
You know
time
what I'm
the only time they get advertisement for rowing is during the Summer Olympics, and that only happens every 4 years.
Facts.
Right.
So see you in 2024.
Facts.
Exactly. Facts. I mean, even dodgeball, even dodgeball is on ESPN like 4 or some shit like that.
Even
You know what I'm
bowling has their own tournament. Shoot, you can get a poker tournament, and that doesn't require nothing but strategy and skill and throwing some cards down.
Man, he was one of them motherfuckers in high school that had a varsity jacket for darts. Man, get your ass.
Bro, got the whole jacket on. Bro, had a target on the jacket and everything.
Right.
That's a damn shame, bro.
Oh man. Oh man, darts.
Right.
Bro, give it another like 8 years, and I'm pretty sure pulling women is gonna be part of the Olympics.
Oh yeah.
And your boy gonna bring home gold and everything.
Right. Now Myron ain't even gonna rank. He not gonna bring home gold. He ain't gonna bring home none of that. He ain't even gonna bring home a woman. He ain't bring home none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Tater tot will.
Tate might.
All the tater tots in the world, they're gonna be participating.
Yeah. Tate might bring something home, but Myron, nah. Myron and them, nah. Right. Out of all the like the content creators like Fresh and Fit, Andrew Tate is the only one that I think actually could like hang in the real world. Like some of the stuff of how he carries himself, I could actually kind of see him being like that. But like everybody else to me is a studio gangster.
Exactly. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of these other dudes is really having it like that out here in the street.
Yeah, like Tate is actually a wild dude. Like I can see him being like a wild
Mafioso.
dude. Yeah. Like bro, you kind of a little bit doing too much. That's why your ass on trial right now.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
But like aside from him, I don't really see nobody else being real. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the internet gangster. I mean, I wouldn't call Fresh and Fit internet gangsters because they try. I guess they're tough only around women. But like internet gangsters will go. I mean, I would say Anton Daniels. You got Angry Bird. You got Donovan Sharp. Those are internet gangsters right there.
Man, speaking of your boy Angry Bird, man, you know he was happy to make that live stream that he made about Larry Elder and
bro, I don't even follow that guy no more, man.
Man, he had the Chief Wahoo. Do you remember Chief Wahoo that used to be the Cleveland Indians mascot?
No.
The little I think his name was Slider actually, like the little red Indian dude that would be on the hat.
Oh yeah.
He had to smile like that in the thumbnail. He was ready. He was like, I'm about to get on this coon grift right here. This is about to be 1,500 a video.
Yeah,
I don't even know what to say with that, man. Let me stop.
Hey, look, that's how them YouTube sectors, man. The coon sector of YouTube, I guarantee you, it was lit with that Larry Elder shit.
Oh yeah, the Coonverse guy was going out hard for that.
Bro, I was watching just a little small section of what Larry Elder was talking about, and he's so fucking contradictory, man. Like if you actually if you could pick apart, and first of all, he's not going to win presidency, so y'all can all quit that stuff right now. He's not going to get vice president. Yeah, everybody forgot he was running because he ain't running. The only thing he's running to is California, which he complains about, but he's not leaving.
He ran for governor in California when they did the recall against Gavin Newsom and he lost.
Got slaughtered.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody taking that fool seriously.
That boy couldn't win freaking council. You know what I'm saying? He can't even be a council member, man. Nobody taking him serious.
You said he couldn't win, lose, or draw, huh?
him and old Vivek Ramaswamy, they both need to just go on back home. We don't need to see that from them no more.
Man, what Vivek Ramaswamy needs to do is never rap Eminem lyrics or any rap lyrics ever again.
But let me end this with Larry Elder, because a lot of people who didn't see that interview with Dana with the Data and Larry Elder when he was trying to promote that that he had a film that came out with Jesse Lee Peterson, ABL, and Officer Tater Tot, not the other one. So it was a film that he just released. It was the second one, and he was on Dana with the Data. And so let me end this conversation about this idiot, this pure idiot. He's a lawyer. He's stupid. He doesn't know what he's talking about. This is the guy that said that he had no problem with the CIA trafficking in drugs to the United States, that we need to have personal responsibility not to use the drugs. And he was talking about that in relation to the crack epidemics in the 80s. He said, even if he said this, he said, Dana with the Data has this, you got to be a member of our channel to watch the interview. if the government, if the CIA drop drugs in your front yard, it's your personal responsibility not to take those drugs. This is what this guy said. He's a freaking idiot, man. And that ends the conversation with this guy. He didn't have a problem with them trafficking drugs. He had a problem with the people who use drugs. So
Right.
I say, okay, so then he needs to apply that to the fentanyl problem. He needs to apply that with the opioid. Okay, if you're okay with the government bringing in the drugs, then those other people need to have fucking personal responsibility and not take those drugs with the opioid crisis, with the fentanyl crisis. So he shouldn't be saying nothing about the fentanyl crisis, but he complains about it because he said it's personal responsibility, not the government responsibility. Right. And that was the dumbest shit I ever heard somebody say. You're okay with the government bringing in drugs to the country, but you're gonna lay it at the feet of the people who use the drugs. That's so contradictory. And you know, Larry Elder, he's a freaking idiot, man. I can't believe he's a lawyer.
He's a freaking idiot.
Man,
You're going to jail if he's your lawyer.
That's hilarious. Was you gonna say anything, Torian?
Nah.
We lit. You've been quiet, bro. Where you at? I think he fell asleep. Yeah, his ass
He probably was taking a shot, bro. You know, if you take a shot, you got that little 5-minute pass on. What's up, guys?
we still live. He gonna wake up and nobody gonna be in the studio.
I bet he wakes up in the middle of the night saying, "We lit."
That's what the alarm clock say. We lit. You know what I'm saying? That's hilarious. Make sure y'all smash that like button, y'all.
Helped a lot of you guys from killing yourselves, from injuring yourself, from making a really bad decision or doing something that you can't necessarily take back. What I'm asking you guys is, just like we've saved you guys, we need you guys to save us. We need you guys to support us on Rumble because that's the last bastion of free speech at this point.
Yeah.
Rumble.com/guys. Like, you need to go on there.
Yeah.
And what will happen? And what happened when that goes, Myron? I mean, Amron or whatever the hell aliens you got going on today.
Right. Rumble has community guidelines as well. And here goes the thing, right? I don't know if these people that are on Rumble, and I'm actually streaming this to Rumble right now so they can hear me. I don't know if y'all realize this right now, but y'all are getting played. Everybody that's on Rumble right now as an alternative to YouTube, thinking that you can just do what you want to over there, you're getting played. Because what's going to happen is all of these content creators that are controversial and popular, Rumble is using you guys to build their popularity. Once Rumble gets to a position where it's a solid second place against YouTube or a solid competitor of YouTube, in order to continue to compete with YouTube, they're going to have to bring on child-friendly and other kind of content. At that point, when they have to bring on the other kind of content and attract those other audiences, they're going to slam down on the community guidelines and start enforcing them bad boys. And it ain't nothing y'all going to be able to do about it. All y'all people going
Facts.
Done. And that because you know why? Because that's exactly what YouTube had to do when YouTube first got started. Like when YouTube first got started, like way back when, you post damn near anything almost on this platform until they started to get more attention and started to expand. And then when Google bought them, that's when they really had to buckle down on it. They better hope that Rumble don't get bought by some big platform like Google bought YouTube, because then that's when it's gonna really, like, they're really gonna lock in.
Right.
And like you said, it's gonna be nothing that they can do. Right now, they just having their fun because it's like it's still an infant stage platform. But give it a couple more years, if they're still around, it's gonna change drastically.
Fact.
You know, I do believe that they're going to be around, Torian. I will say this though: if these people believe in Rumble so much, the stock price right now is $7 per share. So why not go and buy a bunch of stocks? That way you can have an invested interest in it. You know what I'm saying? That way maybe like if they make as much money as they say they make, they can buy a pretty good share with just at $7 per stock. So I don't know how many how many shares are out there as a whole. But let's just say, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how many out there as a whole, but if he really wants to invest in Rumble, that's the way to do it. Because I do see that stock price going up.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Jay. What stock market is Rumble listed on? Are they on the NASDAQ?
I got to look into it because I've really never looked into Rumble, man. But I did see Duke and Don. He covered it. They dropped 54% from the original initial price. So now they're only worth $7 per share. And I think it's really based on because of the economy and inflation and all that. People have to share. You got to sell some stuff, man. I'm not gonna lie. I sold a bunch of stocks early this year because Biden economy is whooping my ass. So now's the time to buy. If they got the money, like they say they got the money, now's the time to buy.
Fact. Shout out to Win Loser Rug. My man Win Loser Rug said the New York Stock Exchange. Okay, so they on the New York Stock Exchange. So we're gonna have
you should be able to buy it on Rumble. I mean, not Rumble. Buy it on shit. I said Rumble. Robinhood or something like that, right?
Yeah, you should be able to as long as it's listed. Hold on, real quick. Okay, my bad. Let me I'm gonna run this real quick, y'all. All right, give me 1 second.
Right now, follow the channel, subscribe. It's $5 a month, because if you guys want us to keep making this content, that's what it's going to be. And we've worked really hard to try to
keep it free
as long as possible, man.
On YouTube,
like you guys know this. We don't sit here and pitch courses to y'all every month. We're not always trying to take money from y'all. When you guys super chat, it's just it's you guys showing support to the show. It engages the show, and we for real. If we've impacted your life and we've saved it, we need you guys to save us now.
I got to call a name too from the very beginning. Black Lemur. He saw the show, appreciated the show. He donated a big amount for cameras. I think most cameras are here named after him because he donated a lot of money for support and appreciation. And we don't have much, guys. We just ask for your support. And right now, it needs to be on Rumble. That's where we're going to be, and they have our back. At this point,
we don't know what can happen with YouTube.
Yeah, we don't know.
It's really out of our hands. And
y'all know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to work with them, right? We're going to be diplomatic and do what we got to do.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, for y'all to get.
Go ahead, bro. Did you want to say something?
No, I was saying y'all know what's going to happen. Y'all know what happened too.
Right. That boy said
this is their sympathy card right here. They said we delivered a service and something happened, but now we need you to deliver for us.
Right.
You saw they pulled up some of the comments said, we got to save our brothers. I'm heading over to Rumble right now. Okay.
Exactly.
Right. Right. That's exactly what they're doing. They're trying to play on the heartstrings.
Yep. We'll see if it works.
Well, luckily my heart is surrounded around a block of ice. You can't penetrate.
Right. All right, my bad, you guys. All right, you guys want me? Did anybody else want to say anything? I'm gonna run it back.
Nah, we good.
Y'all good? All right, cool.
The content that y'all want
from us,
the way that it needs to be said, we're gonna have to do everything on Rumble. We'll still be posting on YouTube, right, to a degree, right, completely free as usual. But guys, it's expensive to run this. I mean, I really hate to even have this conversation with y'all. We have a staff of 20 people.
Being
100% transparent with y'all.
We make it look easy, guys, but we have people that work for us that legit have a need and depend on us.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for this current platform right now, they wouldn't eat. Neither their kids. So it's kind of
especially Mo.
Well, then it could be eating for a while. But the point is that right now, guys, we're being genuine here and telling you, look, listen, we need your help. And if ever before you appreciate the content, you gain value from getting a credit score up, getting a girlfriend or wife, or even getting money from Money Mondays, guys, we need to help today.
Yeah,
on Rumble.
We really do. Because, and I hate to even say this, man, because it's we prided ourselves on yo, we're just gonna show up every week. We're gonna give y'all 6 shows completely free. You don't have to send in a super chat if you don't want to. Just watch the content. We'll be cool. But I don't know what it is.
And we've made investments ourselves as well, real estate as well as other businesses. So we are on some level stable.
Yeah.
But keep this running.
To keep this running
high quality,
at this level,
the gas and what we spend to even get people out here is a lot. And people that work for us. So
yeah. To run.
So now here goes my question, right? Check this out. This is my thoughts. Now, they were making a decent amount of money, right? And I'm sure they have outside contributions. They get contributions from if they have a Patreon, from locals, from Rumble and all of that stuff, right? But now imagine this, right? Because of their poor conduct and because of their inability to follow community guidelines, they're trying to guilt their subscribers into supporting them more when they wouldn't have had to ask for that had they just been able to follow the rules, and they could have continued to utilize the revenue that was being generated by their YouTube views. Me personally, if I was a subscriber of Fresh and Fit, I don't care. You're not being accountable. You're a horrible example of accountability. You screwed this up on your own, and because you destroyed your own platform, I don't owe you any extra dollars.
Right.
What do you guys think about that?
And on top of that, they're not being transparent with their subscribers, telling them why they got demonetized.
Yeah,
like
I agree.
said, like if they got a document, it'll tell them right there why they got them. It's usually like in the second line of whatever email that YouTube sends you after they say that, oh, we demonetized your platform, and then they'll go into it's because of this reasoning as to why you got demonetized, but they're not saying or telling the audience why they got demonetized. And that's very strategic on their part, but still at the same time, you're not being transparent.
Right.
Right. And I think they don't want to be transparent because they don't believe in accountability. And that's all I want to say.
They believe in accountability for other people, but they don't believe in self-accountability. You know what I'm saying? They don't believe in any accountability for themselves.
Right. I 100% agree with that. That's facts right there. So let's just...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, let's listen to this guy cry. That's all I was going to say.
Right. And I don't think Fresh and Fit's fan base has enough wherewithal to be able to think critically like Rob was just thinking. Like, they're not taking accountability. They're not going to think about that same thing. They're just like, oh, Myron's hurting. We want to help him.
Right. Like, it's just wild. Like, and Myron and Fresh know the psyche of their subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They understand all of this, and that's why they come in with this message. Because if they had an audience that was a critically thinking audience, they wouldn't even try this. And on top of it, if their audience was a critically thinking audience and they truly found value from the content and the product that Fresh and Fit were offering, they would already not only be getting enough AdSense, right? But now that they're not getting any AdSense, they would have independent support in addition to the AdSense, so they wouldn't have to, be begging like this. But I mean, what I'm curious about is how much does it cost to run this operation? Because according to the figures, they're already making about $300,000 a month on locals.
That's crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What? Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. No, because like if it's business sense, he's complaining about how many employees he have. Okay, so maybe you need to trim some of the fat. Why are you crying to us?
Exactly.
Maybe you need to trim it from 20 people to like 15 people or 10 people or 5 people until you can get back on your feet. That's not our problem.
We already talked about who they should fire. They need to fire the fat dude. They probably should take the amount of girls they have down from, 10 to like maybe 5. They'd be straight with 5 because half of them girls don't contribute anything to the show anyway. They don't even talk. So they can do that, and I think that'd be straight.
Yeah, transform the show. Oh, and by the way, Val, Carla, how you guys doing? But yeah, he's absolutely right. Transform the show, man. You got to make some cutbacks. You got to make some new marketing gigs. That's your responsibility. Why are you crying to your audience that you need more money?
Exactly.
Or they was mismanaging their money.
Right.
That was a thought that was a thought that immediately went into my mind, is that they was probably splurging like all the time.
Bro, you're right.
Now they got a dent in their pockets.
You got to do
where the splurge is coming to a screeching halt.
Right.
Fresh definitely splurged. He was on the bag.
Hold on, before you read that. Before you read that, I was going to ask Torian, because now that Torian said that, do you think because of their revenue and they could prove their revenue and what they're getting from the show, do you think they went out and got a loan or something for this so-called new expensive building they're getting?
Oh, I don't know.
Myron, we need to get a new building because we've been kicked out of our Fresh and Fit studio, Myron.
Right.
Bruh. I mean, I'm sorry, before you read that, I just can't imagine these people getting that much money and not knowing how to handle the money. Same thing with Roland Martin. We all know that Roland Martin got $250,000 from the U.S. government for the U.S. Census, and he got another $10,000 from Netflix because he was pretty much telling them that he gonna tell black people not to watch Netflix or some shit like that. But what did he do with all that money? Because I don't see these studios costing all that money, man. Like, what's going on with these people?
Yes, yeah. Definitely blowing the bag. Definitely.
So somebody had mentioned a dent in the revenue. Who was that? Said? Oh, that was Torian. Torian said that this is definitely going to be a dent in the revenue. I got a question for everybody on the panel and everybody in the comment section. Which dent is bigger, The one in Fresh CEO's forehead or the one that they finna take to their revenue?
Oh man.
Which is the bigger dent? We could just buff that thing out of we could just buff that out of
Oh yeah, we can.
Fresh's forehead though. We just get some turtle wax, good turtle wax and a buffer and just scrub his forehead a little bit. I think it might come right out. That's hilarious. All right, Joe, I'm about to run it.
So the reason why, guys, we're able to continue updating equipment, right? Like I know y'all made jokes about the internet, whatever. We get stuff fixed quick like that because we made investments into the equipment. Guys, I have backup microphones. I have backup mixers. I have backup equipment that is really expensive, right? But I had that there for the show. Like y'all see me, I wear the same clothes. You guys make fun of me. Myron, you wear the same stuff. You got no drip, blah, blah, blah. I do it because I'm like, yo, the only thing that
you do it because it's cultural.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know you ain't about to spend no money on no clothes.
It makes me wonder, is Myron a stinky dude as well as wearing the same stuff?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like a serially musty dude.
Yeah. You know he smell like a bunch of vegetables cooking.
Oh. with grease. With some grease on it, yeah, definitely. I can smell it already. Yep.
Yeah, he smelled like a bunch of vegetables cooking with some chicken broth.
That like homeless doo-doo smell. You know, like when homeless people kind of walk by, they kind of have that walk air. Yeah, he got them shorts on. He be having like that homeless doo-doo smell when you walk around an apartment, you walk behind him.
Oh my God. Yeah, man. He'll hit you. You know what I'm saying? He hit you with a right hook, hit you with a left hook.
Right.
Ooh. That's one of the type of people you can't help it. Like your face just reactively, like it's like you got an electric shock. Your face just scrunch up.
Right. Yeah, he got one of them kind of smells where you just kind of just like you just gag a little bit.
Oh my God. That's terrible, man. That's terrible. That's why Fresh did all. I guarantee you, they spend a lot of money on air freshener in the Fresh in the studio. Yeah,
you know the folks using the toilet and Myron. Man.
Oh my God, yeah, no doubt, bro. All right, let's run this.
Matters is the pod. Like I don't care about me looking good and being flashy and all that stuff. And Fresh was like, nah, I don't care about it either. Like he gave up all his cars pretty much, watches, all that stuff. Cause we're like, bro, we need to be all in with the podcast. We need to invest in the podcast. And we invested more in recruiting, getting Chris the resources he needs. Cause we have like a whole operation where like getting girls on the show. Guys, it's extremely difficult. How many people have you seen try to do what we do? We're bringing girls on and absolutely fail and quit. We've been doing it consistently for 3 years, guys. And that eats up so much money, so much time, so much resources. But we said, you know what? We're going to continue to invest in it because you guys want the content. We're not going to quit. We're going to keep giving you guys what you guys wanted from the beginning.
And especially with our reputation, guys, it is not easy getting guests for the show or girls, just so you know. It looks easy because we do it every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but it's not easy for Chris, for us. So understand your support.
That's why Chris is so fat right now and alcoholic. I mean, if I'm going to keep it all the way 1,000 with y'all, like if I'm going to be all the way, like a big reason why we don't like shit on Chris so much, even though we should, right? For his drinking and shit. Like, bro, he has a stressful ass job.
Yeah.
Like, he really has a stressful ass job.
Why are they bringing up Chris? Chris don't even have enough common sense to defend himself. He just sit there and let these dudes berate him. Like, as much of an alcoholic as Chris is, he's not the one that got the platform demonetized.
Exactly.
Y'all did that sober. Myron got the platform demonetized sober. Chris works a tech job. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the tech guy for Fresh and Fit, and he does it as an alcoholic. Myron couldn't even keep the platform up talking sober.
Right. You know, we used to say Myron was smart, but he's not really that smart.
Not me. Remember, I was always the oddball out when everybody would try to say how smart Myron was. I was like, nah, fresh CEO, the one running it.
I thought he was a strategist, but now I see he's not a strategist at all.
Here's my proof that Fresh CEO is the brains behind the operation. What has Myron set up for the show that's noteworthy?
Nothing but talking.
Yeah, this is Myron's noteworthy moment on Fresh and Fit. His mouth and the things that he talks about has gotten the platform demonetized. You know what I'm saying? Fresh has set up all these interviews.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Myron's Fed It channel is okay, but even Fresh's Fresh CEO's vlog channel is doing better.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Fresh is the one that linked up with academics. Any kind of business moves or bringing celebrities in, all of that stuff was set up by Fresh. Myron don't do anything except for walk around in them short 1928 LA Lakers shorts and just talk craziness. That's all Myron does. And now the craziness has gotten him demonetized.
Right. Yeah, he's not smart at all. He's not.
Not smart at all. And real quick, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys show some love. Anna just hit the stream elements with the 420 chat. So make sure that you guys show her some love. Throw some radiation emoji in the chat. Definitely appreciate it. Yeah, man. Like if you ask me, like I said, man, Fresh is the brains of the operation. He always have been. That's why, you know, Fresh buy them cars. You know what I'm saying? He bought Miranda. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he trying to do his little thing. He trying to enjoy the money. He's spending the money on what people spend money on. He bought a car. He bought a woman. Like, it is what it is. Myron up there trying to save money and you know what I'm saying? Just sending it back to wherever the hell he from and doing all kind of weird shit. Talking crazy about black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you notice, when it comes to like the really egregious stuff, it's never really Fresh that starts that real egregious stuff. Like, he'll be like, yeah, bro. But like, he don't really be like on it like that. It's always Myron that starts that stuff off and kickstarts it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah, he got them in trouble with he got them in the little beef with Abba and Preach and all the other little people that they. Yeah, it's him. And I guess you could say that in a way, Fresh is he's kind of smart in a manipulative way because he's like the goat of podcasting since he doesn't really talk. He gets Myron to do all the talking for him. He gets all these different people in there with his personality and charm. And I guess you could say he has some decent social skills.
I think so.
Yeah, I guess you could say you go ahead and I guess I got to give it to him.
I think that Fresh definitely got some. Even if he may not have any social skills, he's definitely got network skills, and he knows how to prioritize his relationships as far as peer to peer in order to build whatever objective it is that he's trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
honestly, like
network.
Yeah, like I think the majority of Fresh and Fit podcast success is due to Fresh Prince CEO. I don't think it's due to Myron at all.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, Fresh is probably the one that found Allende and got Allende to get the girls, or he got some girls himself. He's the one who gets all the rappers in different connects, like you said. Yeah, Fresh is because the only reason that the podcast blew up was because of the guests they had on there, not because really Myron.
See, like, cause I'm gonna tell you exactly how I go. Like, Myron be like, "Hey, you stupid N-word," you know what I'm saying? Like, you dumb FBA MF. You're not getting any reparations, but we'll pay you if you come on my show. Somebody be like, "Bro, you about to get shot. You better go on that shit." You know what I'm saying? And here go Fresh's approach. Hey, bro, you know, I really been a fan of your music, and we got a studio down in Miami, and you know, we can get you some good food, and there's lots of 304s at the table. You know, we got some drink, a nice studio, and we kick it afterwards. If you come down and chop it up with us for a bit on our YouTube channel, Fresh and Fit, with like 1 million subscribers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they like, yeah, let's do it. Let's kick it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude, he all right, he cool. You know what I'm saying? Plus, he said he paying for everything, so let's get it. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly how it goes. Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Nobody about to take no invitation from Myron, giving you all kind of backhanded, you know what I'm saying, quickie mart insults. Ain't nobody dealing with that nonsense.
Quickie mart insults.
Yeah. Ain't nobody trying to sit up here and buy a pack of Black and Milds and some Fritos from you, bro. You better talk to me like you got some kind of sense in your head.
$10 surcharge.
Yeah. Right. Talking about I can't spend my debit card unless I spend over $10 with your cereal cheapitude ass.
Exactly.
I'm sure if that's the one thing that Myron would do if he was able to. If they had the little cultural quickie mart button on the super chat button, and it said you're not allowed to send the super chat unless it's over $10, or you're not allowed to send words with your super chats unless it's over $10, Myron ass would do that shit.
He would definitely do it. Absolutely.
Yeah, he would have a 7-Eleven style super chat button.
Right. He definitely would.
All these other channels are trying to do what Chris is doing, and they can't do it. And the only reason we're able to do it is because we invest in it. We believe in Chris. Chris has a whole team underneath him.
Shit. I mean, we did a show on Wednesday to show appreciation for Chris.
Yeah.
Because all the work he puts in.
Yeah. So, guys, I'm not saying this to be like, oh my God, I feel sorry for us, but it's like for us to run the show at this level, right, where we are competing with some of the top podcasts in the world that are heavily funded, have sponsors, etc.
Look at this. But here go the question, though. This is the question that we got to ask. Why aren't you guys the top? Why aren't you guys the top podcasters in the world? Because all them other podcasters that you're worried about that are your competition, they stole your business model.
Stole the hell out of it.
And another question is why don't have any sponsors, man? Because like if you have 1 point whatever million followers, you should have a sponsor by now.
Right.
It's Myron. And it's crazy.
Yeah, like I said, they're not running things over there the way that it's supposed to be. Like, honestly, they should have people like they should also have like I don't know. They probably should. I hope they do have a team that's running things that's outside of their scope.
Yeah, like a PR team or like a consultation team.
Right.
Yeah.
Clearly they don't because you have Myron over here throwing the Klan hood on, doing the Nazi salute, making monkey noises. So you can tell they don't have a PR team.
No.
Yep. Cheaptitude.
Yeah, we don't need that. We can use common sense, and that's cheaper.
Yeah, so really Myron is he's the one that brings down the show, to be honest, because he doesn't have a filter when he talks. He's not tactful. So I used to think that Fresh was the liability or the one that just wasn't really worth being on the show, but it seems that Myron, while I guess him being willing to talk kind of adds to it, but he just doesn't know how to talk right.
Yeah. Yeah,
and that's why they don't have sponsors also, because
he can always he can always go back to Agrabah.
That's facts.
Yeah, they out of pocket, man. Or well, I should say actually, Myron for the most part is out of pocket.
Yeah, for the most part, I think all of this really falls onto him.
Yeah,
right. You know, and I actually believe that Fresh can actually find another Myron.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, Fresh. Could you imagine? Fresh could walk away from Fresh and Fit and do a show with DJ Academics. Well, and like honestly, like if him and Academics did a show, I'm not a big fan of Academics because Academics be saying some wild stuff too. But I think that show would create good popular content. Like people would watch that show if there was a show with Fresh and DJ Academics. For one, people will watch it simply because it's Academics, but them two together, you know what I'm saying? Like people will watch that.
Yeah,
I don't think there's anybody really that would watch that would be matched up real well with Myron.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? Yeah, you're right. No, continue, man. You're right.
I was about to say, about the best person that could match up with Myron would be your boy Needle Tits. You know what I'm saying? Donovan Sharp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? These are Needle Tits.
But they'll both be fighting.
That's funny.
Yeah. Them two, you know what I'm saying? Them two would be the ones. But aside from them two, you know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody else would match up real well with Myron.
Right. You know, and actually he at the end of this whatever the hell he was doing when he was crying about getting some money, he actually said he's on a team up with Andrew Tate, do an interview. We're gonna fight the Matrix, all that crap.
Can't do no damn Matrix.
Right.
But you know what I noticed about DJ, and I'm just like, it just came to my mind like right out of nowhere. DJ Academics did a interview with Tariq Nasheed. This guy challenged Tariq Nasheed, but he then backed out, talking about because he's stupid. He already know that. He know Nick Fuentes is a child at most when it comes to mentally. So he backed off because he can't debate Tariq Nasheed. He can't debate. I don't think he can debate anybody who's above, room temperature, like mindset. You know what I'm saying? If you want to debate a low IQ individual, that's one thing. But if you want to debate somebody that actually know the facts or can counter your facts or make you look bad, that's going to be bad for the Fresh and Fit podcast and your audience. So that's why I think that he backed out of Tariq Nasheed.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Not to mention the fact that they live and exist in an echo chamber.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And him saying that they bring on people that have opposite points of view. Who? He didn't know that Abba and Preach had opposite points of view until Abba and Preach got to the Abba at least got to the show and then reacted to their content, and they were upset that they had different points of view.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's nobody that they bring on the show that has an opposite point of view to them.
Nobody.
Who has an opposite point of view to them?
Nobody.
Facts.
Same people that can super chat now. Nobody.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody.
Nobody.
You know, and I think it'll be beneficial for him to have arguments with people, but I think at the same time he doesn't have the sufficient knowledge to freaking argue with people. 'Cause I think Tariq Nasheed will actually body him in an argument. And you know, I mean, like he did mention Dr. Umar Johnson, but I don't. You know, this is a personal thing. Nobody in the chat room has to agree with me or anything. I don't want Dr. Umar talking about anything black because I don't trust Dr. Umar. I don't think Dr. Umar is for black people. I think he's for himself. So this is me personally. You know what I mean? I think he's a bad representation of the black community. I think you know, like me personally, this is just me, not the panel or anything. I think Dr. Umar will throw the black community under the bus as long as he looks good at the end of the day. And same thing with Myron. He throws the black community under the bus as long as he look good at the end of the day.
But we already seen Dr. Umar throw black men under the bus. He'll throw black men under the bus like it ain't nothing.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? He'll definitely do that. You know.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see Dr. Umar get on there either. He'd be looking like a fool. It would be needing to be Tariq and somebody else.
Yeah, I was about to say, matter of fact, if Umar got on there, it might actually turn around and go opposite. Like they'll start getting on black men and Umar be he and laughing right there with him and asking him how they get so many donations.
Bro, you know what? Because you know, Dr. Umar, you got to pay him to get on there. You don't have to either pay him or make a donation to the school, which he already says is not going to be accredited. So whatever. I don't even want to get into that conversation. But Judge Joe Brown will go on there for free. Why didn't they invite him on the show?
Man, Judge Joe Brown, man, that's not the type of dude they want to mess with.
Right. They probably know who that is.
He's one of them Southern slickers. You know how they got city slickers? Look, Joe, look, Grind and Motivate know exactly what I'm talking about. Joe Brown and them Southern slickers, man, he'd be them, but they wouldn't know what hit him messing around with Judge.
Right. Hey, did you see that debate with Judge Joe Brown and Michael Eric Dyson?
Yeah,
bro, he walked that guy, and Michael Eric Dyson, like about 20 minutes in the interview, he was just agreeing with Judge Brown, and like he just walked Michael Eric Dyson around the fucking court with that damn interview. And I'm like, Michael Eric Dyson, you look so freaking pathetic because he walks you around. He pretty much deflected all his arguments, made a good point about all the arguments. You know how Michael Eric Dyson was like, women need to run the city and all that. And he said it needs to be Judge Brown was saying that men need to lead boys and all that stuff, while Michael Eric Dyson was saying that women need to lead the boys. And you know, he was making that argument about strong women and all that. Judge Joe Brown shut him down. Not only did he shut him down, Michael Eric Dyson didn't have a choice but to agree because he didn't have any sufficient pushback. That was a sad debate, man.
Right. Yeah, that would be a good show right there, actually.
Yeah, I think that would be a really good show.
Hey, you should invite him, man. Black Light Revelations, man. You and TD, invite him on one of your shows, man.
Who, Judge Joe Brown?
That would be nice, man.
Don't he already do a show with
Dana, Dana with that? Yeah, but he does outside shows all the time because she doesn't have. I mean, he's not under contract or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So he would do something. I mean, if you push for his, you know, he's running for mayor of Tennessee, bro. I think that'll be a nice come up for you guys, man. If you guys just reach out to the brother, man, I think he'll come on your show.
Judge Joe Brown. He might not want to. He might not want to have his brand associated to what be going on my channel.
Oh, bro, he's a millionaire. He don't give a damn about anything else.
Yeah, I don't know. You know how I am. I'm kind of weird about interviewing people. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see though. We'll see how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We'll see how this interview landscape goes. Because people have actually been saying, why don't you interview this person? Why don't you interview that person? And I'll be like, man, I don't know, man. Like, I ain't really on that. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, if that's what people want, you know what I'm saying, then, you know, at some point you have to make sure that you give your subscribers what they want. So we'll see.
Right.
We'll see. We'll put it to the church to see what they say. Let me see. So, all right, y'all. Well, you know what? Actually, I'm kind of running out of time, unfortunately, man. Mm-hmm. I wanted to try to get through this whole thing, but look like I'm gonna have to cut it short because I gotta get some stuff done. We've been live for about 2 hours and 18 minutes. So shout out to everybody that's in the building. Shout out to everybody that called into the panel. Make sure everybody that called into the panel, you guys drop your channels so that everybody knows where you guys are and can subscribe to your channels. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you guys hit the bell. Also share the stream out. We're getting close to 1,000 subs, so help us get there by doing that. And Grind, when you think that we could do the next stream? Because do you want to try to finish this video, or you want to go into some of the other stuff? Because we didn't even get to the other stuff that we wanted to get to.
Yeah, I think we should go and get into the other stuff. I think we do something on Tuesday.
On Tuesday, same time, 3:30.
Yeah, Tuesday, same time.
All right, bet. All right, so mark your calendars, y'all. Tuesday at 3:30. We back again. All right. So with that being said, y'all, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Shout out to we got to make sure we show love to the stream sponsors. You know what I'm saying? Look at from downtown killing it. Shout out to the stream sponsors. Make sure y'all throw some radiation emoji in the chat and show some love. Marcus, showing love.
Much appreciation, guys.
You know what I'm saying? YGLTB1 showing love. You know what I'm saying? So make sure we got 10 stream sponsors. So shout out. And just, you know what I'm saying? Just so y'all know, you guys made this stream more profitable than Fresh and Fit's entire 2024 will be on YouTube.
Man.
You know what? Before we leave, man, since you guys sponsored the show, man, you know what? We're going to sing a song on our way out, man. You guys get to pick the song and Rob will sing it.
You funny. You guys pick a song, and by the time you guys pick it, Rob will have hit in broadcast.
Right.
All right, y'all. We out of here. Peace.
Peace.